is not quite eternally winter. It is certainly snowing when you're here now, and it is frequently very cold, very icy. Most of the town, or at least those who are able to attend, are here in the graveyard. It's about midday, I'd say maybe around 1 in the afternoon. The sun is shining, snow is gently falling from the sky, and the wind is biting at your cheeks as you stand here in the graveyard, either amongst compatriots, by yourself, near, far, wherever you want to be, and we'll dive into that here in a little bit. The sun is starting to dip lower in the sky, but you certainly have plenty of daylight. It's not like it's going to be nighttime anytime soon. We're all gathered here to mourn the passing of one Ergon Wenth. Ergon was an old dwarf. He was a fisherman himself and an explorer. He had come back to the village a few months ago, and those of you who are from here or lived from around here knew that he was a good sword, someone who people will certainly miss around town. As you enter into this moment, the mayor of sorts, kind of the only one with the real power in town, Elro Al-Datar, stands before you and starts giving the last rites, funeral arrangements for Ergon. I won't get into all the description of it, but you can certainly imagine all the details of Ergon's life and how he's helped out those amongst the village for his tens, if not hundreds of years. Who's really to say how long he's really been in town? It's sad that he's passed, but we must all take this in stride, put our heads to the plow, and keep going, where our future lies amongst the people around us, not with those we've left behind. Something is a little odd about this ceremony that you're immediately clocking, but maybe not fully processing. There's no gravestone for Ergon. There's instead just a statue carved, or you think it's carved. If you've been around town, you realize that this is a very, very good likeness of Ergon. Very scarily so, in a way. As the funeral rites end, we'll go around now and describe who you are, what you look like, and where you've been standing throughout all of these proceedings. We'll start with Dylan.
You would notice, looking at my character, is he's got some stockiness to him, but wiry muscles. Doesn't look like he's overly strong. He's in some studded leather armor that is well oiled for the cold. Has seen a little bit of use, but looks mostly clean and unblemished. He himself is got some scarred, weathered look to him that makes him look a little older than he is. On closer appearance, you note that he actually has a fairly young face. Aside from a scar and some fresh facial hair, it looks like he's trying to grow in, and some odd streaks of gray in his hair. There's a series of small potions tucked alongside his belt. He's new in town, and is heard about this ceremony and joined out of an interest just to find out what was going on and meet some more people in town. And he is standing and eyeing very warily the large minotaur, staying near him, keeping his hand near a rapier and a shield that are on his back and his belt, respectively.
Perfect. That seems like a good segue over to Kathan. What is this minotaur doing? Being stared down by this.
That's stared. He's keeping his eye on him.
Yeah.
You see a largely oblivious minotaur, as sad as a minotaur could be, fairly scarred, on the older age, if you could gauge a Minotaur's age. Wearing pretty worn, studded leather armor, with a large greatsword on his back, arms crossed, just kind of gazing at the statue, oblivious to, I suppose, the human staring at him.
Staring is such a strong word, guys.
And then, pretty well muscled, probably about 6.5 feet or 6 feet and some change.
Great.
Oh yeah, my guy's gonna
And-
be like 5'10"
Scene.
or so.
Nice.
You're 4 foot nothing, Rudy. What are you gonna do on the gridiron?
Chris, we can go over to you then.
All right. Mr. Florian Snowdrop. What's up with him? He's a hill dwarf, but his hairs very much matches kind of the wintry environment that we find ourselves in. He also has a pair of buckhorns growing out of his head, which is a little unusual. But the most unusual thing of all for a dwarf, where's the beard? Where's the beard? And the other unusual thing is that he seems more comfortable with the Minotaur, or everybody's staring at the Minotaur because that's probably a little unusual, right? A little more, much rare sight. But he's looking at everything else as if that was the more unusual thing, which is, it doesn't make much sense either. His leather armor is a little more ornate than you would expect it, and not in the style of the area that we're in. In fact, the style is kind of hard to put on point, but I would say it's more Elvis than anything, which is also very unusual for dwarves. And he has a bow that looks like it was more like grown than cut from wood. But yeah, that's pretty much my boy Florian.
Great. Swing over to Betsy.
So, y'all are noticing there's a short water genasi standing about 5 feet, kind of rumbling to herself and kind of grumbling. Who are these two people, Sam?
Elro is the mayor around town, and Ergon is the one we're paying our respects
So I
to.
can't see their labels. I don't know who's who.
Oh, that's odd.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize y'all couldn't see him. Elro is the elf here, and Ergon is this statue.
And why are they at the same
Oh, is
thing?
somebody recording for
Who's
Connor?
who? Oh yeah.
Ooh, good call. Yeah.
I think Dylan said he was gonna record.
I am recording.
You are?
Yep.
Excellent, because I just realized I wasn't recording my voice. So I'll kill my recording.
See this water genasi kind of complaining to the mayor, something about like about why are they honoring a fisher and how evil fishers are in the world.
Oh,
She
no.
has a long blue hair, kind of half tied up. Is that a harpoon on her back? And you can see she has a necklace that looks like poorly carved fish in a pinkish color. She seems pretty like annoyed by this whole like remembrance of this dude. She's been there about a year, so she knows who this person is and doesn't seem too sad that they're dead. And that's
Strict
her name is
anti-fishing
Voda.
laws on bonuses.
Oh, you'll see. And her name is Voda.
Voda.
It's a good
Yeah, I
thing
don't-
my guy's backstory is that he's a fisherman. Or used to be.
My God.
We're not gonna get along, Dylan.
That's okay. You don't know
So
that
I didn't
yet.
realize y'all couldn't see the nameplates for the NPCs. Can y'all see either Dylan or Betsy's nameplates?
I can see mine.
I can see mine and no one else's.
I
So
don't
you can,
see
you
any.
can
How do I-
change it to be
one time.
C for everyone instead of just edit. So you should
Does
see like
something made
next
the
to the
token-
name, little 3 dots that you can, and you should be able to hit box to see C.
I
For
can't really
everyone.
click any of them.
No,
How do I
not you,
fucking
just Sam.
put this into Roll20, by the way, guys?
Send it to
Sorry, I
Sam.
made the joke.
Send it to Sam once you
Oh,
made the
just send
token.
it to Sam?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, I can see
Okay.
Aaron.
I can see
Uh,
Voda.
Hey,
I see-
Aaron.
Cool.
I see
Aaron. I can see Voda. I
Just
can see
do that
Elro.
for everybody.
I
I gotta send that over to you, Sam.
Ergon.
Ergon's token scares me.
So as I get Clark's token in here. Do you want to describe your character as well?
Yeah, so you see standing off kind of towards the back, a little bit to the right of Elro and below Aaron, a male tabaxi cat person, spotted kind of like a leopard. He has a hood up. He is spotted but like dark spots with like dark gray fur and like black spots. He's got his hood up. He's smoking what appears to be some kind of hand-rolled cigarette. And he is keeping his head down, but keeping a very close eye on the surroundings, and has kind of decided to, or excuse me, to keep himself far apart, but to stay a little closer to the Minotaur than the rest of the folks.
And
Fucking everybody's got eyes on the Minotaur.
No, I
My
don't.
name
I
is-
could care less about
No,
it.
my character's arguing.
The name is Nightman.
Okay.
Do
you
your
should-
cat eyes pop?
Something like that when I come on stage.
Give you control of Nightman here.
Grazie.
While
should be
Nightman
able to-
is getting
Yep,
control
good
of
now.
himself,
Nice.
I will. You see, I'll take like a deep breath, and I'll saunter up to the Minotaur and say in this rumbly, deep Minotaur language, "You're not going to kill anyone, yeah?"
And I guess Rockar will reply in kind. And why would I do that?
Well, I've only read about Minotaurs. You're taught that you're a sort of monster, but intelligent enough to be reasoned with.
Has anyone told you are quite rude for a human?
Sorry, it's, you're the first of your kind I've encountered. I just figured I'd ask.
Basic courtesy applies to a funeral, as is anything else.
Whew. Okay, well, you seem a reasonable sort. My apologies. And all of this is in your language, by the way.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
If you were looking very carefully, you would clock Nightman. His ears perk up as he understands the language being spoken.
Everyone speaks Minotaur! Let's go!
This is I made this character a level 7 rogue a long time ago and just had him speak Minotaur because I thought it was funny. So I was like, I'll just keep it for this.
I was like, this guy
coincidence.
would have like studied monster languages to figure out which ones he would speak, and Minotaur was
Oh.
one of the ones I was considering.
Well,
That's
monster.
funny.
They're not monsters. Is
It's
that-
around this time that Elro, having been haggled enough by Voda, starts winding down the eulogy. Remember, everyone, just carry on and make the best that we can. I know it looks nice out now, but remember, winter is coming. Any day now, the temperature will turn, and then we'll need all hands on deck to get ready for the storms.
In Minotaur, I'm going to say to Rakar, winter is coming is such a cliche.
You'll hear.
Do you
Voda say-
often make fun of eulogies for the dead?
Sorry, this is my first time in town. I don't really know this guy. But he was a fisherman. I can respect that.
Thank
And
you
he was
all
a
for
good
coming.
friend of mine, and I do not appreciate your jokes.
Oh, you're from here?
Well, not from here.
Gotcha.
Elro will wave goodbye to most people as they start filtering out. But, Kathan, what was your character's name again? Sorry.
Rockar.
Yes, he'll see Rockgar and start heading your way.
I'm going to stiffen up seeing him come close now while I'm with Rakar and like look a little nervous.
You might overhear Voda following him saying, "Well, when are we going to have a ceremony for all the fish he killed? You know, the Sockeye in the sky is not going to like this at all. And how are we to appease and stop the end of the world if we are not recognizing that fishermen are pure
Rockgar,
evil?"
great to see you. Thank you for taking time out of what I'm sure is a very busy day of yours to pay your respects.
Naturally, I would not miss it for anything.
It's terrible stuff what happened to him. I assume you know?
No, I was out on the hunt when I was notified.
Well, I don't want to be starting anything that could get out of control. Is this your friend here?
Friend is too strong of a word.
Yeah, that's fair. Just met him. My name's Aaron. You're
Aaron.
yes.
You,
New to town. Just trying to meet some new folks, I guess.
You strong?
I know my way around a blade.
You got family?
Not anymore.
All right. You're perfect. Rockar, we got a problem.
Thank you.
We
I look like oddly complimented at that.
I don't know how to put this besides direct, and honestly, I feel like that's the best way you take things anyway. Ergon, something happened to him. I don't know what, and nobody in town could figure out what his ailment was. You might remember a couple months ago he came back from Islecross. He had some loot with him, some bounty, but no one really knows what he had specifically. And he'd only been back for a couple days before he started looking different, moving a little slower. It went pretty quick, relatively speaking, and soon enough you started seeing blue covering his veins, all running up his arms. Started with his fingers, ran up his arms and shoulders, and apparently when he got to his chest, he really slowed down after that. We had some priests look over him, try and figure out what his ailments were, and like I said, couldn't figure out a thing.
It's one of those dirty fishermen getting what they deserve.
He was
If you had
fishing up
seen-
in Islecross? So,
I don't know what his activities were up there. I just know he was up there, came back with something, and then started looking different, moving strangely.
Was he cursed?
Hope not. Really hope not. Because I'm worried for the town, everybody in this village. Between you and me, I'm looking side-eyed Aaron. Between us, all of us here.
I'll take a step back if I think that he's trying to say something quietly to Mr. Minotaur.
Voda will lean in closer then.
That's Ergon right there. That's what's left of him.
That is distressing, to say the least.
Aaron's just giving like a quiet, oh fuck.
Yeah,
You know he saved my life, so I would do anything for this town.
of course. Just imagine trying to wrangle anyone to try and move his body. A nightmare and a half. Everybody's a little on edge now. They don't know what he had, and everybody's worried they might catch it. Worst part is,
Oh no, it's all good. No,
worst
sure.
part
Yeah.
is it's
I don't think so. No.
it's not over. I wanted to say
Thank you.
it was an isolated incident, something that he came across while he was out in Islecross and brought back with him, only to die with him. But you remember Tulgi Lutan, that dwarven trapper who came through town every once in a while?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, stays between us. It's looking like she might have the same thing. I don't know what it is. I couldn't even begin to describe what could be causing it. Frankly, I don't have time. I have people to manage. Winter is coming, and there's a lot of things on my plate. I don't know how long you're going to be back. I don't know if this is even in your wheelhouse, but it would be a huge favor if you could look into this. Try and see what happened to Ergon. Maybe get some information out of Tulgi. Try and figure out what's happening to my people.
Of course, he saved my life, and the people of this town welcomed me, even though I was a outcast of my tribe. I shall help as I can.
I appreciate it.
Mr. Minotaur.
Yeah, come on over.
I know
It's-
I made a
it's
bad
balls
first
are-
impression, but Elro, you as well. I'm sort of something of a monster hunter for hire, and I'm happy to lend my services as well. Curses, exploration into some unpleasant situations that I can certainly help with that.
Well, then your help would be appreciated, because I am not of the sort to understand these things.
Yeah, I definitely will take all hands I can get. Because I tried to get some information out of Tulgi myself, and she wasn't having any of it. You know how those trappers are. Once they get shut in, they are shut in. Haven't seen her outside of her house, and feels like a week now. Won't answer the door for anybody. Either you got a silver tongue.
No,
I think you know me well enough to know that I do not.
I think Mr. Minotaur can attest that I no. Silver sword.
He is not
Well-
good with first impressions.
No.
Well then, I recommend getting some more friends. We're gonna need a whole cast of crew to figure this one out.
How about nice one
Nightman
right behind
will.
you?
Oh fuck!
Oh Jesus Christ! As the tabaxi behind me like sneaks up.
He'll sidle up very quietly. Say, sounds like y'all need an extra pair of hands. I've only got claws, but I'm itching for something to do. Bored out of my mind in this town.
Well, I don't quite know how to take that, but if you're willing to help, I'll take those claws of yours.
As long as there's something for me to stick something in,
Is there?
you can take that as you will.
You seem like one of those mercenary folk. And I trust you to try and do the right thing for my people.
Do I? You can trust me.
All right.
I'll come in here at this point and interrupt. Is this the question and answer part of your funeral rites?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I.
I have a question if you have a
Chris, I can't see your
time for my question.
camera by the way.
You can't see my camera?
No, I can. I think just
Oh,
refresh
I'll
them.
refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see.
Okay.
Sure. What could you possibly have to ask about this situation?
My common's not very good, but I know what a trapper is, but what's a dwarf trapper? What's a dwarf?
What? The fuck you saying?
You don't know what a dwarf is?
Oh, I don't know I don't know what that common word is. No.
What do you call yourself?
What do you mean? My name? Oh, Florian Snowdrop, Mr. Snowdrop, if you like.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Snowdrop. It's not what I meant. Like,
Oh, my profession. I'm a ranger squire to the wild hunt, so just the ranger, if you will.
that's very interesting, and I will have some more questions about that. But no, I mean, I'll like look over at Mr. Nightman for some support. How do you ask someone what their race is?
What's your tongue of choice, my friend?
Probably Sylvan is what you call it in
That's
common.
suggestive, just like the rest of what you're doing.
What am I suggesting?
He'll give a small half smile out of the corner of his mouth and blow a couple of smoke rings up in the air. Now,
I trust
what
you
would
to handle
you-
this.
I've not seen this out of a bunch since I arrived.
I don't.
Look,
I
here.
don't think I'm prepared
Let
to explore this avenue anymore.
Do we know if this is affecting the fish at all? Like,
Oh, are you a fisherman?
I am absolutely not a fisherman. I am here to stick up for the rights of the fish, not kill them.
Oh,
So I am more worried about the life of the fish here than the actual fisherman. So I just need to know if it's affecting the salmon here.
We haven't been able to see any infected salmon, but there's a chance Urgon ate a salmon at some point, and it all started the process. I mean, you know.
Well, there's the
you eat a
problem
lot.
there. You should not be eating the salmon.
Rockart, I'll throw in 100 gold if you take these two tallywhackers with you. Take them off my hands.
And what do
I-
we get out of this?
Well, I mean,
Are you going to
they're
stop
good.
the fish trade if we help figure out this problem?
They're good fat content.
Report-
I mean, it's.
Give me an update in 2 days.
You like salmon, right, Mr. Nightman?
He walks away.
Nightman will give a long, hard look at Voda and say, I've had a fish or two that I enjoy, but I don't try to eat them all too often.
Well, that's
You can't keep
I mean-
cows up in this climate. No offense, Rocka.
you shouldn't.
Why
eat
would that be
fish.
offensive to me?
1 or 2 will not be the worst.
You just can't
Just
trade
didn't mean anything
fishes.
by it. Is all I was trying to say.
I say you make bad first and second impressions.
I'll
Uh,
say to
Blue
both.
fish for a red fish?
I'll say to both of them in Minotaur, I don't think that he considers himself very close to a cow. They're pretty different beasts.
well, a bull. I'll just repeat back in Minotaur. Well, a bull, right? But on 2 legs.
And Nightman will shake his head and just stop talking.
And Rockar will just ignore Aaron for a second.
I wonder what the bull,
Well, I am-
bull is in Minotaur.
So sorry to hear about your friend. To Rockar.
That is appreciated. I welcome any help that you all may offer, but I shall go talk to the trapper
The
before
one
we
that traps
talk to him.
dwarves?
Well, I will come with you because I just want to make sure this is not affecting the fish because that could destroy the entire world, and the Sockeye in the sky will kill us all if we destroy all the fish. So I should figure out if this is going to kill them.
There's a sockeye in the sky up here?
Sorry, what did you say, Dylan?
There's a sockeye in the sky up here?
Yes, the Sockeye in the sky sees all of us, and he is preventing the end of the world from happening, and that will only happen if we keep killing fish. So I'm here to stop it.
Are flying sockeye
Eye
common in
in
this
the
area?
sky. Jesus Christ.
Are flying sockeye common in this area? That's very interesting.
It is
What
not
the-
a flying Sockeye. He is the spirit that watches over all.
What are we saying? Sockeye? Like what you put on your feet? And then your eyeball?
No, it is a fish.
Oh no, it's a type of fish.
It's a fish. Like this. And she holds up her necklace, and you can kind of see that they're salmon, but they look just like
Just
like
poorly
crescent
made.
moons, I guess.
And one of these fellas are gonna end the world?
If we keep eating fish, they'll end the world.
No. They're not going to end the world. They're excellent food source. You can sustain a whole village on fishing.
As long as you just
That is
don't eat
what
the
is
last
causing
one.
all of the disasters. Probably this whole infection is caused by humans and all humanoid creatures eating fish.
Infection?
Yes, this infection is part of it. I mean, it probably will be good at the end of the day to get rid of these fish-eating monsters, but right now, I want to make sure we're protecting the fish.
You just see
I
Rockar
just
just
feel
start
like you
to
should be
walk
at more of
off.
a coastal village than this to be having this argument.
Officer
Fishing
following
Yeah.
village? This is a
It's a
coastal.
coastal fishing village.
Oh, my
This
mistake. I
isn't-
didn't realize. Sorry,
Water's
new
right
to
over
town.
there.
New to town.
So as Rodgar takes his leave, and presumably everybody comes bickering and screaming behind him,
So I
Or-
grew up in. I'm just gonna be like
Too annoying,
quietly.
just let me know.
I'm gonna be like quietly
No, it's
like
good, I like
chatting
it.
with Voda in the background. So I grew up in a fishing village. You think that they got killed because of that?
Yes, because
I thought it was just the
Sovereign
monsters
Sky
that
has
came.
sent me on a mission here, and he is telling me for years that if we keep eating fish, he will destroy the world. So we must appease the Sockeye.
Well, this sounds
As
like a
you-
threat. Like the fish
Yes,
are,
it
have
is.
been in
I can
charge
tell you
this
that.
whole time of the slow demise of humanity.
and as this conversation continues, you leave the graveyard together, Ergon's unblinking eyes somewhat following you. you have a couple options. To summarize kind of what was being said there, there is an option to go check out Ergon's place, see if there's anything there, or head over to Tolgi's cabin, see if she's even still around, or ask about town. What would you all like to do?
I am
I
following
want to see
Mr.
Tolgi.
Minotaur.
Yeah, the Minotaur is a very straightforward man. He's gonna go do the thing that he knows to do.
Which is talk to Tolgi.
Yeah, talk to Tolgi.
Perfect. I'm gonna drag y'all to. the
Chris,
cabin.
can you put your character name on yours? Because I can't
I
remember
did.
it right now. I don't see it.
How do I do that? I
No
don't
drop.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Before we start this scene, we'll just get all this sorted out. I think I did it for Dylan successfully, but I don't know if I got it for everybody else. So
You had mine on there, and I saw Dylan's, I saw Betsy's.
Oh,
okay,
so
did not-
what you want to do, Sam, is you want to resize all of them and just remake them. Once the tokens have had the changes you've done to them, just put them back into the journal
Gotcha.
as that way. That's also why, like, whenever I drag y'all's tokens onto a new screen, you have a bunch of statuses randomly. Is because
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
last time I saved it, you just had those statuses.
So everybody, drag y'all's token in, put in your stuff.
Put in your name and your
And then
stats.
When
And
it's
then he'll
good to go,
Yeah.
let me know and I can add it again.
Good
So wait, I gotta-
friend.
How do we drag our token in?
You should see
Uh,
like a
your-
newspaper near the top right in roll 20, and it should
Yeah.
have your name or your character's name, and you should just.
All I see is Zoezu Ustrufurfur.
That's probably you with the randomly generated name from roll 20. So just pull him in.
Kathan,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know
yeah,
we're
okay.
old men when
That's
Dylan
Nightman's-
says the character
Oh,
sees
wow.
the newspaper.
That's
Okay,
Nightman's
that's
real
cool.
name. That's Nightman's real name that he doesn't want to share with us.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, you can see why.
What do you think it looks
A
like,
nightmare.
Chris? Is that it's not a newspaper.
It looks like a character sheet on pen
Oh.
and paper, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
but
I
that's
guess.
what I'm saying. We're old men because back in our day we didn't have roll 20.
okay, so looks like Kathan and Chris are good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I can see Nightman.
Good,
That's the
okay.
name. But I know in my heart that his real name is Zozu blah 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 blah.
I haven't even introduced myself as Nightman, so.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah, none of us know.
Probably during the walk after I am left to ponder on if the fish are, in fact, behind all of humanity's suffering, which is just redoubling my desire to be a fisherman again one day. I'll ask the tabaxi what his name is.
They call me Nightman.
Oh, that's unsettling. Most tabaxi that I've met were like merchants or helpful at acquiring certain illicit substances. Are you like that?
I've been known to procure various and sundry items.
Nice. Might need to talk to you later if I run low on something.
So it's about this
I'll
time
be here.
that y'all will start approaching the house. I'm still finishing this up, but I can do the exterior descriptions as well. As you approach the cabin, it's snow-covered, one-story, looks to be one, maybe two-room cabin, not large. It's peaceful, quiet on the outside. As you look, it's not very welcoming. All the windows are closed. Not that there are many windows in the first place. And there's a huge plume of smoke coming out of the chimney. Doesn't look like the house is on fire, but certainly someone's got a fire going inside. It's a log cabin, like I said, and it's got a kind of a thatched roof. 4 windows total, 1 on each side, and just the one chimney. If you were to walk around the back, you'd see an entrance to a basement, but assuming y'all are coming from the west. The front door is on the west side here. Since I don't have like an exterior map, this is just the floor plan with a nice little light blue background. So we could potentially do a marching order inside, but I assume y'all are sort of approaching it right now and can decide your next steps from here.
Yeah.
I'll go up and pound on. What was the name of the person again?
Trig?
Tolki?
Tolgi.
Tolki.
Tolkien?
Tolki.
I'll be like, Tolki, and just like slam on the door with my fist and say, I wish to speak with you. This is Rockgar.
Go away, Rockgar.
Tolgi, I need to speak with you. Sorry, is it Urgal? Orgoth? Orgon. Orgon is dead.
Yeah. I fucking know he's dead. Rockgar. Go away.
Are you sick, Tolgi?
Fine.
Do you know why Urgon died?
I think I do.
Then good, let us speak. You have always been kind to this village.
I'm alright. What do you... You can speak from there, Rockgar.
You said you thought you knew what killed him. What killed him?
Fucking being a weak-ass bitch, am I right? Sorry.
Tolgi, I would
That's
not
just a little bit of
irritate
levity.
me.
Seems disrespectful to talk about the dead that way. I say with no self-awareness.
You don't want to disrespect me, Rockgar.
I
Let's not
agree.
have this fight.
Then tell me. You obviously know something.
You gonna go away, or I'm gonna have to deal with you.
Well, I will not leave until I have answers.
At this point, you can try to make either a persuasion or intimidation check,
I will use my intimidation.
but you'll have to intimidate Tolgi.
I'll slam on the door and say, Tolgi, I do not have time for this. You will tell me what has happened to Urgon. I owe him a blood debt. And, slam with my fist.
First roll the...
Up the day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good. It's quiet for a little bit. Pause.
Can he use his
Another
strength
pause.
instead of his charisma?
Nope.
Oh.
You stand at the door. You start to turn around to kind of shrug your shoulders, and you're like, I don't know what to do next. When you hear a little click behind you. Door opens just a crack. Yeah, you're not gonna go away, are ya?
No, you know I am too stubborn for that.
Yeah, I fucking know. I don't want to fight. You probably whoop my ass right now. Oh, come on in if you're not gonna fucking go. Come on, come on. And
Right.
Music's intense.
she will beckon you in. Something you notice pretty much immediately upon that door cracking and even opening in up a little bit more is that the heat from this cabin is ludicrous. The fire in the fireplace is going basically full blast up to 11. You see as you walk in, there's another brazier that's set right at the foot of the bed, of Tolgi's bed. And as she moves away from the door, Tolgi herself will lay back down, or sit back down, sorry, on her bed. So you should now see the brazier and the Tolgi token.
Yeah.
Let me know if that's not coming through.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
As she sits down with a bit of a flump. These mattresses aren't the softest thing in the world. You'll hear a couple from underneath as her two pet wolves walk out from underneath the bed and just find a new sitting spot. So I am in the background still working on getting y'all's characters set up, but you can at this point now move them around the cabin.
Voda is gonna go check the fire to... I'm assuming something's cooking on the fire or something.
There is something cooking on the fire. A big pot of soup.
Gonna check the soup.
It's pretty thin. Yeah, you look into it and
Is there fish in it?
no fish. Mostly just root vegetables. Whatever she really had on hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It's
seem
okay.
like
She's one of the good ones, so Twiggy, I always knew you're a good one for not eating fish, so thank you for that.
I'm so glad to hear that you like me, Voda. That's what I've been waiting for before I die.
I'm looking in the shelves for any trapped dwarves.
Trap dwarves.
Yeah,
I mean-
That's what I
I'm
heard
trying to figure
too.
out what they look like. Trapped
I look-
dwarves.
I look
Oh,
back
yeah,
at this
investigation
guy. I look back at this guy who's taken my corner spot, and I move over to the opposite corner.
You're standing by the shelf.
Florian, make an investigation check.
Oh yes, I forgot
is
who I was
part of
for
the
a
game.
second.
As he starts to look, I'm gonna be like over by his shoulder and be like, "So, you see how you and her are like kind of similar, right?"
Yeah, she's a fairy.
A what?
A fairy? A
Oh,
fairy. You know, from the Feywild.
I'd like to impose disadvantage on his investigation by trying to distract him. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll at disadvantage.
I could do
No. I'm
I'm-
joking. I'm joking. I don't want to do that to you, Chris. You rolled well for the first time
Too
ever.
late.
Yeah.
Too late. It's gone.
You were the common element the whole time.
I'm gonna try to pet the wolves.
Make an animal handling check.
Petting them. You wouldn't eat any fish, would you?
I don't think you're. I think fairies are smaller than you.
Be nice. Be nice. They'll let you just a couple pets before
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're
Okay.
done. We're done. All right, Rockgar. Thanks for fucking bringing the clowns with you, cheering me up on my last few days. What do you got to say?
You are the one that mentioned that you know what killed him.
I got some ideas. You, did you see how it ended?
No, I was out in the wilds hunting.
Yeah. And you don't know what's coming for me. What's coming for anyone else who has what I have, if I even have anything. But I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. If I gotta go, well, at least I can do one little good thing. Maybe try and balance the scales a little bit better before I bid you all farewell. How long you been in this town, Rotgar?
Well, it's been years now, I suppose.
You remember when I arrived here with my sister? Hulil? Hulil? I didn't read these names
Hoopla.
that well. Before I did this.
Vaguely. I do not stay in town often.
Yeah. Well, she looks down at her hands, which are now, as you can see, like streaked with blue. A deep, dark blue runs through all of her veins. And as if you look a little closer, if you have like a passive perception of like 10 or higher, you'll see just a couple streaks of blue going up her neck through the main arteries. Yeah, my sister and I, we had a couple reasons for being here. As you can imagine, it's not tourism. It's not the sights. We run with the crew from Shady Creek, the Oodalot family. They sent us out here to keep tabs on things. Vested interest in artifacts, exquisite antiques, interesting weapons, anything else that might be coming around through here. Mostly because the stuff coming through here is most likely from Isocross. You know Isocross. The place is wild.
It is mostly avoided, is it not?
Yeah, only for the not for the faint of heart, is right how they say it around here. You gotta be made of some tough stuff to go out there. Friends, Ergon, one of those people. Came back not too long ago, the Hall. As soon as he came back off that boat, I knew he had something important, something good. I followed him. I'm not gonna lie about it. He's pretty good at it too. I saw where he dropped off his goods, and I thought I could take some for myself. was gonna give it back to the family. Don't get any ideas. But wanted to see what it was working with here. Not every day you see artifacts from Isol Cross come through.
And what did you find?
What did I find? All sorts of things, Rodgar. All sorts of things. You know Pelk's Curiosities up in Main Street? If there's any other street.
Yes,
That's
of
where
course.
That's where he dropped him off, and that's where I got him.
You bought them
And-
from Pelk? Or you bought them from, or you found them in Isocross, you mean?
I got them from Pelk for my own price.
Like he's got a discount if you're a townie?
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
No, she stole them, I believe.
This is a
You do
man.
have-
You can see his beard.
Excuse you? That's your first
You
time
are
here?
very bad at this.
Well, I'm sorry. What are you talking
First,
about?
second,
He's got a braided
and-
beard.
First, second, and third impressions.
That's alright. It's not the first time. Although,
I thought
Might be
male
my
dwarfs
last.
always had beards. And female dwarfs, like our good friend Florian in the back there, were hairless normally.
I thought my last misgendering would have been by someone a little bit more brain cells before I go. But
I'll pipe up
Wait.
from the corner and just say, don't worry, he's stereotyped everybody in this group thus far. You're not alone.
I've
Does
been
anyone
right for the
have-
most part.
does anyone have a passive perception above 11?
I had
Yeah.
12.
I've
I'll
got
have
14.
to check.
Oh man,
I
so,
probably do.
Yep, 12.
Yeah, I have 11.
I'm getting a
No,
snack,
perception
so I can't
15.
check.
15.
Okay, so everybody.
Jesus Christ!
Everybody clocks that as she's talking about these goods that she found from Pelk, she's kind of covering one of her legs, trying to maybe block a line of sight to it. I took what I could and sent it all off to the family. What happened to it? Couldn't say from there. But it's all gone. There's nothing more left.
So, is it one of these goods that did this to you?
Well, I checked out Ergon's cabin earlier, and there's nothing there. So, whatever he had was gone. Sent off to Pelk. Whatever Pelk got, I got. Whatever I got, I sent away. So the only connecting thread there, assuming no one else in town has got whatever we got, were those goods.
Where are they now?
With the Eat-A-Lot family, right?
Yeah, with the Oodalots.
Sounds like you just maybe
I thought you
condemned a lot of people to the same fate.
Well, you know what they say. No honor amongst thieves.
Is that what they say?
Oh, she's
Plus-
a thief.
He's catching on, isn't he?
It seems like he has.
Now,
Rockguy, that
I
wasn't
couldn't-
clear to everyone.
Look,
Rockar will say, announced, but who was that not clear to? Can we do a poll of hands?
Florian thinks he's a fairy. She's a fairy. There's no way she got that.
Wait, I am a fairy and it's Mr. Snowdrop. What? Do you have different titles here?
Rocker, I didn't realize your standards fallen so low for friends.
Unfortunately, I am.
I have minus
need
one
of help.
charisma, and I will play him as such.
Look, I don't have anything else for you. All I can say is there's a place north of here that's a go-between me and the family. It's called Croaker Cave. When she says that, anybody who's been in town for 6 months or longer will know Croaker Cave. It's north of here. You don't really want to go there unless you have a reason to. You have a general idea of where it is, and it's not too far from here. You could check out Pelk's store, see if there's anything I missed, but I'm pretty good at my job. Maybe there's another clue there, but I'm pretty sure I got it all.
And when did you say you sent this shipment of not so stolen goods off?
Oh, it wasn't too long ago. Maybe a week or two. It's there. I sent it. It's there. Take them longer to set up a send-off back down to Shady Creek, and my packages always get delivered on time, so they made it. Look, I don't know how long I have, and I know it's kind of late to be asking for a friendly turn after the history we've had, Rockar, but if you do figure out what's happened to me and to our friend, you get a way to maybe cure it, I'd love to get a taste of that antidote.
I will keep it in mind. You have been reluctantly helpful.
Isn't that the best kind? I wouldn't want to give you all the answers now, would I?
And I will turn to Aaron and say, do you have more questions for her?
How did you train those wolves? That's very impressive.
Salmon meat.
Oh yeah, they love that.
Nothing better.
Salmon does good things for the pelt as well, I imagine. Good fatty oil for the hair, you know.
That it does, that's for sure.
I was chewing, so I couldn't hear everything, so I'm
Can I-
pretending I didn't hear it.
Can I pet one? And I'll stroll up and try to make an animal handling check.
You tentatively reach out your hand, and the other wolf is a little bit more gun-shy, but begrudgingly lets you get a pet or two in.
That is a beautiful beast. No, I don't have any questions. You didn't see anything obvious that would connect it to maybe something from Islecross, right? Aside from
Well,
a vague idea about its origins.
it came off of Olgan's boat from Islecross. That I know for sure. I know amongst all the stuff he had, something
Right,
got
but I mean, like, it wasn't.
something got hit.
You don't know which one even the item was? Yeah,
I'm a thief. It's all valuable to me.
fair enough.
Was there anyone else that helped you? Anyone else in the same predicament?
I hope no one else is in my predicament. I don't know of anybody, but
Is there anyone here from the Elot family that we could meet with?
try and meet my sister. She's up at Croaker Cave.
Sounds like we need to go to the cave.
right. I got distracted by the wolves. I don't have any other questions. Rocco, do you have anything?
No, that is all I need to hear.
It was nice meeting you, sir.
Once again, Rockar, make better friends.
I have nothing else to say. He called me a cow, I believe.
Well, that's true.
That is
I
very
didn't
insulting.
call you a cow. I said I didn't mean anything by it. That was the thing I said right after that. Was no harm intended.
I see.
Rockar is just going to ignore that.
Now, unless you have anything else to say to me, I'd like to get back to my regimen. As she slides down the bed, again trying to cover her leg. Pretty obviously now. Get closer to that brazier.
Sidle up to the dogs and say, or the wolves, excuse me, and say, now normally I don't get this close to a canine, but they are majestic beasts.
Everybody's gonna
Do
make.
you mind
animal
me
handling
asking where I
checks.
got them, and where you got them? And as I say that, I will attempt to lunge out and grab whatever she's trying to hold by her leg.
Alright. that would be a contested check of
Probably athletics or acrobatics.
yeah, I would say like either athletics or acrobatics, however you want to do it, versus
Not really sleight of
perception.
hand.
Initiative.
Yeah, roll for initiative.
Sleight of hand.
Let me get the stat block.
Sleight of hand would be the same actually, so it's perfect. Yeah.
Well, it's not really sleight of hand if you're just. You didn't feel like you're trying to hide it.
Perception's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to hide it?
I'm not trying to hide it.
Is this stealthy? I thought this was just. He's just trying to grab something and she would see
Yeah.
it coming.
Okay, so in that case it'd be like a strength check. You grab it, and as you pull away, okay. Guess I won't need it. And you pull a dagger out of a little sheath on the that's strapped to the side of her leg. If you take some time to look at it, you will see some intricate carvings around the blade and pretty nice heft to it, as in like you know like do the Thanos and balance it perfectly, just as all daggers should be, and feels pretty good in your hand, like it's almost meant to be there.
Give it a couple of twirls between the fingers. Say thank you, I appreciate that.
Didn't realize you were a grave robber too. Shouldn't put it
Well.
past you though.
I don't see you in the ground yet. Sounds like you might deserve it anyway.
Well, we might yet prevent you being in the ground also.
Yeah. Well, I'll consider that a
Margot,
token
come.
of goodwill.
Margot.
Remember this, Rotgar. When you're out there figuring out this mystery, I'm here
You know she's in trouble.
by myself, without even my own dagger now.
I believe that is all essentially your own fault.
What is this dagger exactly? Did you get it from the same shipment?
Come on. Come
No.
on. Come on.
Make it
I'd like to make an inside check.
That dagger might kill you, Nightman.
Woo!
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh boy.
+4.
It's a natural
not
one
very
anyway. I mean,
helpful.
yeah.
Hard to tell.
+4 though. Wow.
Well,
Hard to tell.
then I guess I'll be taking it.
Yeah. In no shape to fight anyway. Especially now that you took my weapon. Well,
Yeah, you don't sound too overly sad about it, I'll be honest.
it's kind of hard to be sad when half your body's frozen. Hopefully you don't ever get a chance to understand what I mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Well, you have any other questions for me?
No, you have been unusually helpful.
Good. Get the fuck out of here.
Rockar
We'll
will
get the fuck out of
start
here.
leaving.
Okay, I'll follow Rockgar. And once we're outside, I would probably mention, you don't think he has any other, like he kept any of the other items?
Hey, Aaron.
Are you saying that? Who are you saying that to?
You, Rockgar.
Okay. That is, again, a she, and she will take it to her death, most likely.
Fair enough. Looked like
And Florian is, again, a he, although I am not quite sure about that.
Well, what are you?
Does it matter?
I'm just making sure. It's a lot of stuff that's hitting me from left field right now. Man, right?
Yes, of course.
Alright.
Alright. So,
I mean, Nightman's
That
a man
is-
for sure. He's got man in his name.
you've successfully conversed with Tolgi. Congrats on that.
Level 4.
We got... Yeah, level 4. We did it. Couple more paths forward from you have opened up. You could head straight over to Croaker Cave, now that you know where it is and the fact that it's important. You could look around town some more too. There might be more information to glean, either from Pelk's curiosities or maybe there's something that Tolgi missed over at Ergen's cabin. The world is yours.
Rockar will go up to Nightman and say, "You seem unusually perceptive. Should we go to the cabin, or should we go straight for the cave?"
I didn't trust Togi about as far as I could. I trusted Togi about as far as I can throw her, and he'll look down at himself. That probably isn't very far, and you'll see that he is very wiry and not a lot of muscle on that body. So I wouldn't mind going to take a look at the cabin, but I feel like the cave is where we really need to be heading. And if it's on the way out of town, I'll stop in, but otherwise, I think we need to get down to the meat of it.
It's probably on the way out of town, right?
Yeah. Turns out it's directly the way out of town.
Well, how convenient.
Whichever path you take out of town, there is Ergen's cabin waiting for you.
We'll
One of those worlds.
Mm-hmm.
then we
Ever
shall
shifting cabin.
then to the cabin it is.
To the cabin y'all shall go. Another trudge through the snow and through town has you reaching Ergen's cabin, not too long afterwards. You still have plenty of time in the day. It's not like you're worried about trekking through nightfall. But it is on the outskirts of town. Ergen was, at heart, an explorer, a trapper, a fisherman, anything that kept him away from civilization. Probably what drew him out here in the first place. But you're not alone here. There is one person sitting out front, a member of the town guard, a rookie, Greenhorn. She hasn't been out here long. She still has decent skin. Hasn't seen too many winters. Her name is Mila Tenno.
Everyone that lives in Islecross is just horrible skincare.
Oh yeah, there's nothing you can do.
It's the coast.
Yeah,
The salt water erodes your face.
that's right, that's right. She'll be sitting out front on a stool, watching the day go by. I assume
Whoa.
you guys approach.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to her. Say, excuse me.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, as I'm sure you can imagine, my friend back here, and I'll motion to Rockar, is a bit distraught. His friend, we just came from his funeral. You may have heard about it.
Yeah, nasty stuff. Too bad
It
I couldn't
is.
have made it.
It is. Well, looks like you were doing some important work here. Now, Rockar here needs to take a look inside. There's some belongings of his friends that he needs to collect. But we need you to let us in.
Belongings? What kind of belongings?
I think that's a personal question, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Elro told me to not let anybody in.
Here's the thing. He told you not to let anyone in. But he also told us to come over here and to tell you to let us in.
I don't know. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I was hoping for deception.
It's from his will.
While that's happening.
That's performance. Fuck, sorry.
While it's happening, two people can make an investigation check.
Oh, I don't know. It's the same thing. Never. You shouldn't count the natural 20. Count the 8.
I'll make a investigation.
I'll
perception.
investigate.
You said investigation?
Investigation check, yeah. Okay.
So good.
Should have fucking
That's-
Florian doing this shit.
Well, I don't know. I never seen you around here, and I don't know what else Ergen could have. Rotgar, is that you?
And I will go up and say, yes, Erlo told us to investigate why Ergon died, and I believe there might be answers inside the cabin.
Oh. Well, if Elro told you, then why didn't you lead with that?
I
That's what I
am,
said.
well, I do not know what my, he'll think for a second before saying, friend Nightman has told you, but that is what Elro told us to do.
Oh, well, in that
Exactly
case,
what I told her.
look, you got one of those untrustworthy faces. You seem kind of skittish and like you're ready to steal something. Town guards
That's
here.
incredibly stereotypical and racist of you. But I guess I shouldn't
mean-
expect anything else in this podunk town.
That is like half of my job, right? To kind of sort.
I don't
things.
know. You seem to be sitting in front of doors an awful lot. I'm not sure what your job is.
Well, look, okay, this Elrose said it would be a really important gig, and you know this could help me get some clout with the group. Like, just go inside. Don't mess anything up, all right? Don't make me look bad.
Wouldn't think of it.
She'll wave you guys in and look very put off. As you enter in, you'll see a cabin that's been tossed. Looks like people have been inside, and pages are strewn about, and things aren't quite where they should be. This cramped, dark cabin's probably could have been a cozy place while someone was actually living in it, but now it's got an unmade bed upstairs. Fireplace is cold. Certainly no soup cooking. But there is a snarling white beast looking down at you from above the mantle. At least the head of one. Kind of following you again with its eyes. On the other side of the room, there's a small table filled with dirty dishes, and a dwarf-sized chair sits there as if dinner was just finished. There's a
He
few
was
empty
never this messy.
There's a few empty shelves, and the contents are scattered everywhere. Mostly adventuring gear, some foodstuffs, some books, kitchen utensils.
Can I see if there's any like fishing gear or anything like that?
Easy enough to find. Upstairs, in a drawer, you'll see a nice set of hooks lined out.
I'll take these.
All right.
I will immediately start to look over the white beast described. Do I recognize what it is?
Make a nature check.
Nature.
Can Rockar?
Can't do. Can
kind
I
of-
do? I'm a monster hunter. Can I do like investigation or perception?
Is it a monster?
I'll let you do.
Is it a monster
either-
or is it an animal?
I'll let you do nature with advantage or investigation. It is
I'll probably
creature.
take it with advantage then.
Can Rockar kind of help out
Oh.
by giving a story about how?
Don't recognize this one. Not in the manuals.
Oh,
yeah.
Would Rockar know about Urgon's hunts and his exploits? I mean,
Make a history check.
sure.
Nightman will head up to the second floor.
Doesn't remember shit.
Rockar and me are just standing there looking at this white thing like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Nightman, as you ascend the stairs, you'll see Voda quickly closing the drawer behind her.
Who?
Boda.
Me.
Silky.
Oh, well.
Betsy.
Yeah, that's
Were you looking for fishing
Silky
line?
Mound.
Is that what you-
Silky Mound up here just going,
Yeah.
you didn't see me.
Looking down, bust through the door. What is going on here?
What do I see this bedroom up on the second floor?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll start if there's any like a desk or or something like that. I'll start looking through. Does it look tossed as well?
It's somewhat tossed, but you do see a few books scattered around the ground
Um,
and some
I'll-
papers.
I'll pick up the books and papers and see if I can make any sense of them.
Make an investigation check for me. Looks like books. It's got some words
We
on
are all idiots.
Nothing to see.
it. A few pages.
But I'll just say to myself, nothing to see here. Just like I told Rockar.
Hey, Florian, you want to help me look around, see if we can find anything?
Sure. What were you looking for?
I was thinking anything that looks like it's from Islecross, so maybe anything that might have missed, maybe something hidden from whoever fucked around in this place.
Okay. So, investigation, Sam.
Y'all can both take investigation, or one of you can take advantage.
I would probably try to give Florian advantage.
Okay.
Or we can both take one if that makes more sense, since we'd both be
Florian is
looking.
also an idiot.
We'll both be looking. Fuck it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the fuck up.
There he
Either
is.
way, you get it. As you look through some papers wadded up and tossed to the side, I guess Florian would have gotten it first. You start to pick up some papers that are not quite the same size, a little bit more rectangular, and you wave Aaron over and get him to double check everything, and yeah, it's a receipt. Seems like it's an itemized list of everything that was brought back with Ergon and sold off to Pelks. You see the receipt was dated 2 months prior. Indicates that Ergon sold several Aeorian items found in Isocross to a local antique shop. And it does say-
Any name or description that stands out to us on that list? Or
Things
is
that
it
are-
just like artifact blah, like because he didn't really know what it was, or?
A couple things are kind of vaguely described like that, but there are some things that they knew what it was and you're able to get a better description of. There was a dagger, a scroll case, a jade statuette, a quiver with 20 arrows, a silver ring set with jasper, 2 blue glass vials, contents unknown. You know that
Cool.
Pelks is a
Good find, Florian.
I don't really know what this is.
Well, I think
No way is.
the dagger is what that nice dwarf Tilga had. You know what a dwarf is now, right?
Yeah, it's a fairy. It's common for fairy. Got it. 100%.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that dagger is what Nightman just took. I don't know about the rest of it though.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
Something else that comes to mind, at least to
Oh,
those who have been around town for a little bit.
It's all. Somebody's already taken it. Oh no, it's all. Yeah, it's empty. Thank you.
There was
Fuck
a
off! This
report.
is my study room.
I mean,
There
I
was a-
greatly appreciate everybody's work, but I've had 3 different people come in to take out the trash. I'm like, it's gone.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey man, you're making more trash in here.
I'm just being me currently. I'm. Jesus.
Amazing.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
You're good. Anyone who'd been around Palebank Village for really any length of time would have heard about the robbery at Pelk's Curiosities. Took place.
We heard about it from the robber.
Yeah, exactly. So that lines up with everything you've heard so far. Rodgar, as you finally make your way into the cabin after everyone else, you start to pick up on things that hadn't been touched yet. Mostly a satchel in the corner, far side of the cabin. You've seen this as an adventurer's backpack before. You know that everyone's is unique, but it's always filled with something interesting. As you sift through it, you see a suit of splint armor sized for a dwarf, bulky fur-lined clothing, also dwarven size, a grappling hook, a hooded lantern, and a silvered maul. Now, out of character, a silvered maul is just a maul that, could let you go through.
Gets through
any kind
magical
of,
resistance, basically.
magical resistances.
Yeah.
So, it's still a regular maul, but might
Right.
help if there's resistances you're going up against. But if you want to take any or all of that, you can add it to your inventory.
I'll take the ball and say
Can it be-
I would not dare steal what I wouldn't need, and leave the rest.
And back downstairs. 'cause
If I see
there's
him
clearly nothing upstairs.
going through those items, I'd walk over and point out the grappling hook and the hooded lantern as being useful. Don't know when we're gonna wind up in a dark place, Rocco.
Well, I suppose he has no use for it as he is dead. And I'll take the grappling hook and the hooded lantern as well.
Silvered Maul, that'll be helpful. Those are good. Good for getting through some things.
Y'all are more than welcome to add those things to your inventory. And as
Hey,
far as you
Nightman.
can tell,
Yeah.
Do you have a way to figure out what that dagger does? We just read on a list that it came from Aor. Florian, get over here.
Yes.
This is one of the. Oh shit. This is
Florian,
one of
show
the
him the
things that
list.
like.
Here is the paper he's talking about.
Is this one of the things that like made her frozen?
The list?
The
paper
dagger.
that I-
The
that-
dagger,
that I drop
Florian.
it.
You know, maybe don't cut yourself on it, but I don't know. A dagger's not going to do that unless it's cursed.
I don't cut myself unless I want to.
Oh yeah.
You can also take that.
I know what
as
that's
you
like.
please. Do you?
Yeah, you'll see.
Will I?
Maybe?
All right.
What an odd conversation.
Do we have a way to figure out what the dagger does? It might do something, is my point.
Can I look at like, are there any marking? Like you said, you said there are markings on it. Is there anything like any distinguishing features? Anything like descriptive about it in the
Florian,
notes? I guess.
You're a
either?
fairy. Your
Yes.
words. In my experience, fairies are good with a bit of magic. Is that a skill within your bailiwick, or?
Yes, I can speak to the animals, can't I? I assume that's magical because you can you?
Well, no. I suppose
Okay,
that is
then.
magical, yeah.
I can move really fast.
All right. Also very
Sometimes.
impressive. Not at all what I'm aiming for.
Oh, I can charm people, if that's what you mean.
That's helpful. We'll keep that in mind. I'm bad at that. No, I mean, like, can you help us figure out what this dagger does?
I can't charm daggers, no.
Oh.
I'll just spend some time looking at it and see if I can figure out what it does or what it is. I don't know if that's a
Typically, you
thing.
need detect magic to figure that out, but I'm going to guess that nobody here has that.
No.
I'm gonna roll to
I think that's
seduce
a-
the dagger.
Yeah, no.
So, Clark, I'll give you the stats.
I do have an eye for detail
Maybe
as I'm an
you could
inquisitive
say
rogue.
like you could say an arcana, or like they have to use it to figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I'll say you'll, over time, basically
Yeah,
during the
sure.
travel, I'll give it to you.
All
Right now, as you look at it, it has these ornate swirls and curves around the sides of the side of the blade. It certainly looks old, or at least it should. And you know that Aor was from way before your time. Any relic from there should have a little bit more wear on it, but it feels ancient and new at the same time. It's bizarre. Certainly not like many other daggers you've ever seen. Certainly worth investigating more later.
I'll hold it up in front of me to looking at Aaron, and then I will have it disappear into my sleeve and try to make it seem like just so that he doesn't know what I've done with it.
Slide a hand check.
Oh,
And it's gone.
That's what it does. Interesting.
That's what I do.
Really? Can I try?
No.
Oh. And I'll holding the like ball of the like little notebook of paper that has the list. I'll try to make it disappear up my sleeve. Spot that, motherfucker.
Can I do a contested perception check?
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, I want to do a contested perception check as well.
It's so close.
+5, jeez.
God damn it!
It's gone, man.
Don't need a
look at
magic
Aaron.
dagger to do that.
Look, Aaron. He'll look at Aaron with a
Maybe
new.
if you had quicker hands, Nightman, you could copy what I can do. But your fancy dagger will help, I'm sure.
You just copied what I did. I don't understand.
No, I made
what
it
you're
disappear.
saying.
I'll like pull it out of my sleeve. No, see, I made it disappear with my quick hands. Your dagger did that because it was magical.
Sure. And I will leave the cabin. I say, I'm going to this cave. Y'all can follow or not.
All right.
I'll follow Nightman.
I will. It just feels gross being in a fisherman's house, so I'd rather just go figure out what this disease is and make sure it's not affecting the fish. So let's just leave.
Feels like home in here. You smell the tackle. Probably descaled a few fish right in here.
Yes, and it's awful.
And with that, y'all are off.
Well, I'll follow.
So Croaker Cave isn't too far away, and the sun is certainly starting to set, but again, it's still afternoon. You won't have to worry about much nighttime travel, at least not getting to the cave. For those of you who have been around the village for a decent amount of time, like I said, it's not a place you want to go, but if you have to be nearby, I recommend not going inside. It's too bad that's seemingly what y'all have to do. As you approach the cave, sorry.
I will, as we approach, I will tell everyone to hang back and go up and try and scout and see if I can hear or smell anything at the cave mouth.
Yeah, perfect. Y'all can just dump yourselves.
You want company for that
somewhere.
Nightman, or you good on your own?
I'll be all right. I
Alright.
work better when I'm not worried about some man tromping around behind me.
I know to move quietly.
You are a man, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Then the first time you see him with a full smile and you see some
It's
real
been
nice
confusing.
pearly white
It's
fangs.
been confusing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Not really, but sure.
I'll hang back. You got it, Nightman.
I don't even know where the mouth of the cave is.
I'm
Oh,
assuming
because
it's
I have
right
people.
Right where we're
here,
at.
like
Yeah,
over here.
it's up here.
Yeah, right here. So if I'll try and be stealthy and kind of get up there and see if I can hear anything.
Yeah. As you approach, pretty easy to see in the snow. It's been falling most of the day, but not enough to be torrential blizzard or anything. You do see tracks, mostly humanoid-looking tracks, coming in and coming out of the cave. But as you look more closely at them, you see more sets of tracks leaving than coming in. Seems like you caught them at a good time. As you approach the mouth of the cave, you hear the sounds of slow, dripping water coming from what must be stalactites in the ceiling. You see where it's hitting. Big, murky pool right just past the mouth of the cave. There's a rough tunnel ahead.
Water. Fucking hate water.
I'm realizing I need to switch my position because I can see Sam's screen.
Yeah,
Ooh.
don't be
I know
caught.
where we
Oh,
should and
no.
should not go now.
Keep it to yourself.
The salmon
Crazy
in the sky
fish
is giving
lady.
you-
The salmon in the sky, the sockeye in the sky is giving me visions.
Nightman, do you have night vision or dark vision at all?
I do, I do.
Oh!
Does
You guys
does Nightman
His
have
eyes
dark
pop.
vision?
His eyes pop. Let's see.
How far out do you have it?
60 feet.
Classic, everybody does.
Hmm.
As you stand there, you see a plank of wood that's resting on the far side of the cave. On the western side, I will point to it. I drew it out
Yep.
here. Looks like it's something that could be used to get across this pool. Probably has been in use before. You imagine, from logic, that the bandits would use this to traverse across the pool and would pull it back whenever they are not using it.
How big of a plank are we talking about?
It's wide enough to easily walk across, long enough to get across the pool. 30 feet long, I'd say.
But it's leaned up.
3 feet wide. Yeah, it's leaned up, upright against the side of the wall.
I'll, if I don't see anything else, I'll go back outside and say, hey, Aaron, you, see these tracks here? You think, looks like maybe we caught them at a good time? There might be nobody home right now. You being a monster hunter and all, you see anything special here?
Well, I don't really look at men for tracks. Yeah, looks like a good number have been coming in recently. Much more fresh coming in than out. I'm
With
assuming
that
with the
survival-
17 survival, I can get that.
You'll note that as well with that survival check, something that might have just not really registered with Nightman is that every once in a while there's a sound of croaking coming from the cave. And the tracks actually leaving the cave are a little bit fresher than the ones coming in. But,
Oh, leaving the cave are fresher.
but the ones coming in are greater in number.
I think some of them left a little bit more recently, but not the whole party. So there should be some others in there. Although it might be a little more morbid. Maybe some like our good friend and the fishing fellow. Also, I'm catching a little sound. Do you have something in your throat?
Is that what you're hearing?
A little like croaking sound. Is it? It's not
No
you.
croaking here. I don't hear anything.
Maybe it's just the wind.
Might be. Did we grab that grappling hook from the
Rock
guy's cabin? I think we
I'll
might
walk
need it
over.
to snag that plank, and I'll point over across the river or the pool.
I can't see fucking shit in here. Can I?
I'll
I'm assuming,
pull out
Sam.
my
You need dark vision.
I don't have dark
I'll
vision.
pull out my
Do
my
not see
hooded
a plank.
lantern.
Oh, okay.
I'll pull out my hooded lantern and hand it to Aaron and say, "Hey, take care of this.
Thank you.
Should help you out."
Using that, I'll spy the plank and Well, if there are any in there, we might make some noise with the grappling hook, but I think we could definitely get the plank with it. I mean, how deep do we think this pool is?
Do you
Pool's
wanna
too
check?
deep.
Is there any like stones or anything around to like drop
Yeah.
in?
Ooh, I'll toss a ball bearing in.
Perfect. You drop it in. You wait to
Does
hear.
that tell us
when it comes
anything about
back?
how deep a pond is?
Nope.
Throwing a
Just-
rock in?
I'll listen though very intently, as though I know. That's about 20 feet.
That is impressive, Nightman. But
Been around water a time or two.
Voda,
Yeah.
I just have to assume that the Sockeye isn't only in the sky, and that you do have some expertise around water.
Well, I mean, sorry, that was my silky voice.
Whale hail.
I did it
mean,
once upon a
The
time.
Sockeye is in the sky. Sockeye is all around us. He
Right,
is
right. I was
everywhere
not
and
after a religious
anywhere.
sermon in this exact moment.
Well, what were you asking? What do you
Well,
think?
do
you
you
were
have a
asking?
way that we can get around the pool, or we can figure out how good it is without making maybe a lot of noise with a grappling hook?
I mean, I can. Like, are you saying you want me to swim
You know
in
what,
the water?
Rockard, just throw the fucking grappling hook.
I assume athletics, right?
And I'm gonna keep the lantern shown so we can see at what he's aiming for.
Clank.
That was a warm up.
Yeah, no, you've got it. No, you've got it.
It's cold here. It's cold here.
Can I? I'm gonna try again.
As you
Fishes it back out of the water.
Yeah, I'll get to the second throw, but as you pick up the grappling hook to throw it again, you notice that it is freezing cold after being dragged through the water. And, that hook is not fun to touch. Throw it out again. You hook it. It starts to teeter for a second. Might fall the wrong way, but
Give it
you're
a-
able
give it a
to
pull,
just
Rockar, give it a pull.
barely,
You're
just
huge.
barely maneuver it to land basically where you needed to land to get across.
See, that was a warm up, as I was saying.
No, yeah, you're doing great.
I don't know how to delete the one thing
Just
in
hit
particular.
delete
so-
on your keyboard after you have it selected,
there you go.
and you can draw a new one. I'm assuming it's not all the way across to us.
It's long enough, yeah.
Oh, it is. So he was able to pull it all the way over, so it's almost to our side, or it is to our side. Nice.
Yeah. But it is, in
Oh,
these squares, so you have to
Nightman, me or you over first, I think, and we can stabilize it from the other side.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind going first, I'd appreciate it.
It
Of
does.
course.
It's not settled completely, and it feels like it's
little wobbly.
going to be a little tough to get over. But yeah,
I'll try to
it's
move.
crossable.
I'll try to move like. I'm pretty dexterous, so I'll try to like go across quickly without unsettling it to try to get to the other side and stabilize it for my.
I'll try and like stabilize it while he's on it.
All right.
Rockar just like puts
dexterity
one
check.
foot down on it and be like, go.
Yeah.
Make a
I'll,
straight dexterity check.
I'll also just like toss a,
Straight
a
dexterity,
little
not
length of
acrobatics?
rope.
Right.
Okay.
I'll toss a length of rope around Aaron, around his waist.
How
And
did
hold
you
on
do
to
that
it.
so quickly? He just like throws it and it's tied around me. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. Like last.
Not bad,
Four.
Nightman.
I got you.
I'll
No
shimmy
problem.
across pretty easily.
You
On the other
scamper
side, try
along.
to stabilize now for anyone coming next. And I'll, if there's anything I can tie the rope to, I'd do that as well.
Make a perception check, Dylan, as you cross the plank.
Be for sound or for sight?
This will be for sound.
Okay. 3. I'm very focused on going across the plank. I'm not listening to anything.
Still hear some croaking.
Fucking Nightman.
All right, I'll go next.
All
Dex, straight up.
right. Dexterity plus a d4.
Rockar, surprisingly dexterous.
Yep. No problem. Y'all are across, and at this point,
You know, Rockar, when they say a bull in a china shop, clearly not talking about you. That was perfect.
Again, I am not a bull, but I feel you are not listening to me.
at this point, everybody is able to cross, but if you want to do it quietly, you'll have to do stealth checks at advantage because the board is no longer wobbling. So up to you guys.
I'll go last, but yeah, I'll. So I
Yeah,
have
I'll
the
go
rope with me.
before, and then-
You don't need to make a stealth check if you don't want to. Up to you.
Nightman's always trying to stealth.
Voda's going to be going across, like, loudly being like, well, the fish wouldn't want to be in this scenario. Betsy, Voda, you going to make
Sorry,
a stealth
my
check?
headphones are like really fucked up, so like I'm
We
trying.
hear it.
Ooh, yeah, wow, you're yeah. The audio is rough.
Yeah.
He said make a stealth check if you want to go across quietly with advantage.
Yep. You could try to connect on your phone.
Okay, someone talk.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, you sound better now.
Okay, cool.
Much better. Okay, sorry. What are we doing?
Stealth check with advantage if you want to get across quietly.
Or you
if
can go
don't,
across loudly.
You can just walk across.
I'll do stealth.
Nice.
Solid 17.
Solid
job,
rolls
Betsy.
from
It's good to
everyone.
Voda is.
All right. At this point, I will need y'all to get a marching order together.
Rockar
And
will lead.
Rockar,
As
can you
you-
see in here without the lantern?
I'll say before
Alright.
you head out, you do see a secondary cavern off to your left that you could try to traverse or keep going down the hallway where the plank was laid before.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Maybe we split up?
Sure, I'll go the
Yeah.
harder way.
Here, I'll,
We stick together.
I'll
Uh,
go with you, Florian.
All right, we
We're
split up
sticking
then.
Are we splitting up or are we sticking together?
I think we should stay together in a smuggler's cove. This is not.
Well, but we
a
want
welcome
to we want to
invite.
make sure it's a smuggler's cove, and we want to make sure they don't get out. I guess I don't know.
Oh, they were already
I don't
gone.
I don't know that it's two-sided, so never mind.
All right.
All right,
stick
fine,
together?
fine. Rocco with you.
All right, Rockar, as you get to this part, make one more perception check for me.
Not great.
You do not notice until it is almost too late. Slow dripping of water from the ceiling flowing into a southwestern pool in this cavern. There's a large wooden bucket at the edge of that pool. Standing by that bucket are 3 figures, none of whom look very happy to see you. Because these figures are in the middle of a training session. 2 giant frogs.
Frogs.
As they look around, say, "What the hell? Get 'em, boys!" They will start causing a ruckus. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'll wait till.
Before we do that, Sam, make sure that you highlight us and add a turn so it'll show up properly. So you highlight everyone and then you click right click, add a turn.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it won't show up if you don't do that first.
I'm in the wrong layer to do that, so we do this.
It's kind of hilarious how Chris is actually rolling pretty like normal now that he's out of Morteza.
He rolls bad in one shots that I run too. He was not wrong when he said I have the common element.
It's still a DMing. That's it.
That's funny.
The second my character got involved, he instantly fucks up a roll too. Like that is.
Roll 20 is smoked.
It looks like it did add them. So you can, in the turn order, near the bottom, you can, once you've rolled initiative for everyone, for one, you can delete anyone out of the turn order by clicking on their portrait. Like trash can will appear on the turn order. And then 2, you can sort it so that it'll be highest number down. And then you just hit next through.
Cool. I will need initiative for 3 banditos.
You can also roll them together or separate, as you prefer. Sometimes it's easier to roll them together, but it's a little harder for us, because then they get like 2 actions on a
Sure.
turn, sort of.
I'll do the bandits and the frogs separately.
Yeah, I meant like the creature type you could roll together.
Yeah. 18 and 19, y'all are fucked.
Can I adjust my volume at all? This is very weird.
Is KenkuBot too loud for you, or what?
No, not even that. It's just like I have it's like my computer thinks that I'm using my speakers, but I'm using my headphones. And it's all good. It's all good.
Let's see. I don't know how to. Dylan, what were you saying about taking people out of the initiative?
So if you hover over the portrait that's on the initiative, it should turn
I
into
see.
like a trash can and just let you delete them right out. For any duplicate ones. And then you can reorder it top to bottom. Everyone rolled real good on initiative, by the way. Also, you took my
Thank
character
you.
out. You took my character
Not
out of
Nightman.
initiative.
Nah,
Sam,
you don't need it. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I would like to be in it.
Oh, we gotta have rollies
And I'm,
for are we having
21.
rollies?
Which ones?
I go first, motherfucker.
Damn, the mobs rolled really well.
Yeah. they
Yeah.
did. All right. So let's see. Florian, wow, and Voda. What is y'all's dexterity modifier?
+2.
+2.
Okay, so y'all 2 go ahead of the frogs, and you can roll off if you want to decide.
You can go first, Chris. You don't get to go this high this often.
Thank you, Bethany. Thank you for letting me live the dream.
So, Aaron, as y'all kind of round this turn into this pool, you see your prey. Big old frogs, some people that don't look friendly. What do you do?
If I see them draw weapons, which I'm assuming we're seeing them with weapons turn on us,
Oh yeah.
I will.
You'll see. You'll see the dwarf has a scimitar, and the 2 elves behind them have crossbows.
I will instantly pull my shield off my back with my left hand, pop a flask off my belt as a bonus action with my right hand, and start chugging it while moving forward, drawing a rapier to about here. As the flask enters my system, veins begin to like pop out around my neck bulging, and I'm moving with a very surreal quickness. I'll just drop the lantern on the ground back like here-ish,
All right.
and just leave it pointing towards them. And while I move forward, and I'm going to take the dodge action right here. I've consumed a flask that has me like vibrating and beginning to twitch, and I have a +3 to my dexterity score
Ooh.
to make it
that's
20
fun.
total.
That is nuts.
Fucking singed. Let's go.
It's just the Witcher over here.
Yeah, no, I'm literally just the Witcher.
So
I'm
that
just
hooded
I'm just an
lantern-
inexperienced, not charismatic Witcher.
Amazing. The hooded lantern will cast bright light in a 30-foot radius from wherever you dropped it. So I'd say roughly.
I'd like it to aim towards them, but I'm in a hurry moving to make sure that I'm prepared for them. And
Yeah, I'd say that's
I'll
fine.
take the dodge action to make sure they can't get to my friends.
Perfect.
But leave enough room for Rockgar ideally to come in still.
Awesome. Florian, you are up.
Is this clearly a combat scenario? Can
Oh,
I
yeah.
glean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're ready to fire.
But
One shot, baby. One
there,
shot.
Is there
Let's go.
near an imminent danger of them firing?
They're gonna shoot at somebody. If it's gonna
Alright.
be you, I don't know.
I'll
But
see
someone's
if
getting
the,
I'm definitely
I-
trying to be in the way of where they
Yeah.
might shoot back at my friends.
They're exhibiting hostile tendencies, so I'm going to shoot them.
Hell yeah. Who are you aiming for?
The guy nearest to me, the dude,
The bandit or the frog?
the bandit.
Alright, that will hit the bandit.
The Fae.
Okay.
It would
And
not
then
have hit the frog.
The
Very
magic.
important to know.
The strike's infused with mind scarring magic, which lets me do that. Did that roll go through? I don't know.
It did, yeah. Psychic damage, yeah.
No.
It doesn't make any sound. Oh, I need to do the regular longbow. Oh wait, no, it does it already.
I see
Oh,
red
wait,
light
I see.
strikes. That's 3 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And then, so it's
Oh
the,
yeah.
the piercing plus the psychic?
Yep.
Alright. Your bow fires out and gets this bandit right in the clavicle, and as it impacts, you see kind of dark tendrils start to emanate from the wounds, kind of starting to wither away at his upper chest and upper arm, as he is hurt.
Just like shooting rats at home.
It is Voda's turn.
So I'm going. So wait, are these guys attacking us? Like, I don't know if I can even hurt frogs because I don't know if the Sockeye in the sky is gonna like that. So maybe I'll just aim for the.
I'll hurt the frogs.
So I'm going to use my action to pull out my harpoon, which is a what weapon, Sam?
It is your
Packed
weapon.
My packed weapon.
As she pulls it out, kind of this
Let's go.
this magic swirls around her hand and goes down the harpoon, and you actually almost see fish jumping out of the wood and back in as she pulls it out. And Florian, you feel flecks of salt water against your face. Not quite sure where it came from.
It's cold in here.
And then Sam, hang on. How does my tentacle work?
So as a bonus action, you can
Yes.
summon a tentacle.
God, I
Within
hate when
30
I don't know how
feet?
my temple
Yeah.
works.
So I can put it here?
Yeah, or you can move forward first and then put it somewhere else if you want.
You know,
Up to you.
back here is fine.
Sure. Yeah.
So, summon a tentacle.
What does your tentacle look like?
It kind of looks like the tail of a salmon. Specifically a sockeye salmon.
Amazing.
I will get.
Jesus Christ. Is the fish all trying to kill us?
Oh no, Sam! I was gonna make it salmon color.
Oh, sorry. You can draw it.
Thank you, Samuel.
Salmon, per se.
And I think when you summon it, you get to make an attack.
Okay, we'll just say I get to make an attack,
Okay.
and I'm just going to bitch slap this.
Fish slap.
Fish slap, thank you.
That's salmon.
The dude.
The dwarf. All right, make an attack.
Wait,
That's
how
what
do
they're
Yes, they have.
I do it with this? Okay. All right. I think I do this.
Yep. 18 will hit the bandit. Roll some damage. 9 cold damage.
9 cod damage.
9 cod damage. Yeah.
I'm gonna reflavor this as bludgeoning damage.
That's cod, yeah.
Yeah, it's cod. Just because you get smacked in the face with a fin, which is basically exactly what happens. Voda points her spear at a spot, and you start to see the ground bubble, which is odd
Yeah.
because it's rock. And all of a sudden, you see a flipper come out, kind of like almost look around, and just bitch slap this dwarven bandit. His body goes flying past his elven brethren into the pool, unmoving.
Oh shit, that guy
He is
sucked.
out.
Making me feel like I didn't need this now all of a sudden.
Giant frog's turn. I'll start with the topmost frog. 'Cause his move
Just
is
be
pretty
careful with the frogs, because I don't know if the Sockeye would like us killing these amphibious creatures.
I think it'll be fine.
I can try talking to them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Me too, but you should go first.
Giant frog is going to go to attack Aaron here.
You
give it
disadvantage, I
chompy.
believe, because I have taking the dodge action.
That is correct.
But 9 does not hit me either way. Or 8. So the first one's going to come forward, and I'm just going to do a quick half step back to evade, while still clocking him and trying to keep my eyes on the others as well.
Perfect. The other frog is going to move 30 feet. And he'll go hang out with Rodgar. Say what's up. And smack him, potentially.
22
Oh.
definitely hits.
Alright. Make a acrobatics check. It's gonna try to grapple you.
Yikes.
That is a failure. You are restrained. Your speed is 0. Your attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
How do you get out of restraint? You have to use your action.
Yes.
You can still attack him, you just have disadvantage.
Yeah.
But Reckless doesn't care about that.
So the 2 frogs, my boy is dead. The 2 elves.
Fish slapped.
Seeing your dexterity, Aaron, and seeing Rodgar.
They can
now-
see in this light?
Oh, they're elves. Yeah. They're fine. God. They don't want to move up into the tentacle range, so they'll come here. And they should have a pretty good line of sight. Rodgar? Yeah. A couple more pops against Rodgar. And let me double check if you have advantage.
Or can I just ask real quick, how did that bearded guy end up in the water? Was that Betsy?
He got fish
Yeah,
slapped.
Betsy's
Yeah.
tentacle slapped him into the water.
Fish fin.
Right.
He was that's like 30 feet. Jesus. Okay, cool. All right, word.
Don't underestimate a good tuna.
Yeah.
I will
Salmon.
not anymore. I will not.
That is not a salmon's fin.
So 2 attacks against you, Rodgar.
Yeah, definitely both hit. Because I'm restrained, right?
Oh,
Or is
yeah.
that...
Yep.
Does restrained work for ranged attack? Whatever.
It just says
Beat up
that
on Kathan's
attack
character.
rolls-
He deserves it.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Yeah, this is an alternate universe where we just get to hit Kathan.
Yeah,
for an
I
action.
like
I wasn't even
alternate
able
universe.
to rage yet.
I like this alternate universe.
Well, Rockgar, it is now your turn. So,
So that... Sorry, how much total? 9?
9 points.
No, the frog hit me too, right?
Up
Oh,
to
yes.
4. Yeah.
For
So
4.
4.
Yeah.
So 13.
So 13. Alright. Rockgar is going to definitely rage. But it doesn't do sparkly shit like
This
Betsy.
is just anger.
This is just anger. And he will attack recklessly to the frog that is on him.
Perfect. So that's going to be a flat roll because
Yeah.
your attacks will have disadvantage. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big hit.
There's that. And then... Oh, how do I do the fucking rage thing?
It's just +2.
No,
but
that's
you can,
not
you
it.
can click on it. It should be like a little like a box you can check on it, but it's just +2 to the hit. I think is all.
Okay,
Mhm,
and then I
it's
get my
+2.
Divine Fury from my Zealot, so I get an extra 4 damage. So 17. Sorry, disregard the 5.
19.
Oh yeah, 19. My bad.
What does your Divine Fury look like?
It is a. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's like,
glowy, like an eye glowy,
It's
but
a
not
salmon!
red.
yeah.
Eyes
The horns
glow.
start
Eyes glow.
glowing.
Well, who's your like god or whatever?
You don't need a god. It's just It's so
Who's your
I was
divine
gonna,
I'm an
inspiration?
atheist, Dylan.
my divine inspirations are our tribe's deity that is like using me to try and regain fame and believers.
Oh my god, a cow figure appears behind him as he gets angrier.
Yeah, there you go.
You just see kind of his figure getting a little larger, a little
More and
larger,
more cow-like.
as his great sword rises over his head, chops off the frog's tongue with the first slash, and the radiant damage burns up into its mouth and just pops its brains. as
Jesus
the
Christ.
Frog
Okay, Rockar's got
dead in
that.
front of you. Hope he's dead.
Wow.
And I'll yell to Coda and say that was inevitable.
Nightman, you are up.
Guys, just the frogs. We can't kill them.
Wait. I'm gonna.
I'm
move
definitely gonna kill him.
to-
Oh yeah, sorry, you can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to the archers or the elves.
Are these
Take an attack.
patches of
opportunity.
like white here, like stalagmites? What
Oh
are
yeah, I
those?
would. Actually, you're right.
He would take an
I'll be
attack
right. I'll be right
opportunity
here.
going that way.
Yeah, I'll just stay by the frog.
There are walls on either side of this. This is kind of a very big column that goes floor to ceiling on both of these. They do look like you could try to climb them if you wanted to, but yeah, they're full columns.
Okay, I will move my let's see here. I'll move my 30 feet right here
Use the dagger. Throw the dagger. Use the dagger.
and attempt to I will use a bonus action to hide.
Okay. I don't know if we need to roll for that or not. Or if it
You
just
just got to
happens.
make a stealth check.
Gotta
to
make
make
stealth
sure
check,
he
yeah.
like hides correct enough from their passive perception.
Oh yeah, you're gone.
Okay, then I will pop out and toss. I will toss one of my old daggers, my old trusty boys, at one of the. I'll toss it at the big bearded guy.
He's dead.
He's dead. Sorry. He's
Oh, he's dead. Oh,
you
I
only
thought he was
toss
just
it
in
at
the water.
the elf babes.
Oh well, I'll toss him at one of the elf babes.
You can also, what I do, Sam, is you can like tinge them red if you want to leave the body there for some reason.
Gotcha. Which one are you going for?
Just the first one there on the right.
Gotcha. That will hit. Roll some damage.
All right. I'm gonna roll some damage and some
Sneak
sneak
attack.
attack.
8 points total.
Plus sneak attack.
Brilliant.
So, I'm sorry. Oh, does it does it automatically?
It
Oh,
does.
that's lame.
That's lame.
Damn.
Especially
Okay,
since
I
it
guess
rolled
8
so
points.
bad.
2
Yeah,
ones.
Jesus, that sucks. And then I will. That is that's my turn. Yeah.
Great. You hit that first elf. She takes that dagger right in the hamstring. It's just and kind of falls to a knee, but is still standing. Still is looking fervently for where that knife came from. Aaron, it is your turn once again.
Still moving, just like very quickly with the twitch. I'm gonna slip around the frog to attack him from this angle, and make an attack. I don't know how to do this on my character sheet, but basically my hit and my damage should have +2 to it right now. This is my 3 extra dexterity. So that should be 24. And that should be a 14. Wow, I rolled really good.
Nice. You,
And I'll slide into the frog opposite from him, taking a stabbing motion, and then, regardless of whether it dies or not, I'm gonna look at Rockar from across from it. You've got this one. I'll keep the elves distracted. And
you do exactly that as the frog doesn't even look away you go by so fast, stabbing its back. Keep running, basically, as the frog keeps staring down Rotgar.
I would provoke an attack of opportunity if the frog wants to take that chance.
Oh, it'll take it.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Does not hit.
All
I
right.
slip away dodging, and I'm going to move to be in range of the elves to try to make them a little bit harder for them to shoot.
Perfect.
Right, it's me.
It's actually about this time, Florian, that you actually hear a little burbling behind you as
Excellent.
2 more frogs start
Yes.
bubbling up.
It's
from the
Nightman
deep.
again. God, his throat.
2 frogs that you definitely got past before have now heard the combat and have started making their way into action. They'll go with the rest of the frogs.
Okay, so they're the rest of the frogs,
Initiative
okay.
19. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself,
Perfect.
and I'll ask I'll tell to all the frogs, to all frog folk, that can hear me. We're killing your masters and we're your new friends. So just lay down your tongues and keep unhop your hops, and we'll all be cool. Nice, cool.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Jesus.
No.
Oh no! There it is.
You can speak with them and persuade now. Persuade those frogs.
What did they say back?
No.
Hunger. We hunger.
Eat dwarf. Ribbit.
Food. Ribbit. Ribbit. Voda, is your turn. Unless you want to move, Florian.
No. This is fine.
Perfect.
I got no idea what's going on.
Sorry. Okay.
Did
The
it
I don't want to hurt them. Going kind of this way, frogs, because she doesn't want to hurt the frog. And which one of the 2 elves did we attack earlier?
The right one.
The one on the right.
How are they looking?
The one on the right is looking pretty rough. She's taken a dagger to the leg and is kind of on one knee. The other one's
Okay.
fine. Hasn't been hit yet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the right one.
Is there a range for that?
120
Oh,
feet.
okay, perfect.
Wow.
21 will hit. You said you were going for the right one?
Yep, she feels almost a fin-like thing grabbing at her. And she'll take 6 of
Fish
necrotic
flop
damage.
around all over her body.
Yeah.
And
Scaliness.
Wet.
that scaly feeling actually crawls up her neck into her mouth and starts closing up her throat as she chokes and falls dead next to her friend.
Jesus, I didn't want to
She
kill
was
them.
secretly Japanese.
And then, for my bonus action, I'm gonna move my tentacle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be able to move it.
I can move it. Just tell me where you want to go.
Yeah, just right next to the other,
Just over top her corpse.
on top of the corpse, and of course, fish slap her. The other one.
All right, roll an attack.
I am rolling. Hang on. I'm trying to find it on my sheet. Okay. What are these rolls?
23 will certainly hit.
Wow.
7 points of damage. Okay, another slap, slap.
Slap, slap.
As yeah, you definitely knock her senseless, but still standing.
Slap her against the wall.
She bounces a little bit off the
I'm
wall.
really sorry about this. I'm not controlling the
Frogs
fish
did.
fin.
Let's go, frogs. Frogs are going for Rotgar again because they are big dum-dums. They don't realize the world of hurt they're in.
You dare
Oh,
bite me,
it's-
That
frog?
does not.
it tries to like shoot its tongue out at you to wrap you up again, and just like bounces off your arm. Other frogs are gonna move 30 feet. Right? Yeah, 30 feet. Ooh. Gonna come say hi to Florian. And they will make some attacks on you. Starting with the top one. 18 and a 12. How does that
Chris.
hit you, Chris?
18 and 12. 18 will hit me, 12 will not.
Alright, you take 5 points of damage and make, what did I say, acrobatics check?
If it's a grapple, it should be acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I'll do
One or the other.
acrobatics.
19 is fine. As the tongue tries to wrap up your arm, you just slide it out. Taking some damage on the way out, but you're good.
Gross.
Alright, let's. There we go, 29 now.
The last elven bandit will look at you, Aaron, look around her dead compatriots,
Don't want to kill you. We can surrender. I can help her.
panic in her eyes, and she'll drop her crossbow. Just say, "Whoa, okay. I don't know why you're here, but maybe we can work out a deal."
Yeah, that sounds good for me. You call these frogs off?
I don't speak frog.
Okay, we're gonna kill him.
That's the end of her turn. Roughgar.
Rotkar is too enraged, and he's gonna swing at this frog.
13.
Might
Will
still
hit.
hit.
Oh wow!
A frog,
How do I
yeah.
do the rage thing?
On your character sheet, somewhere in your like lower, where you can see that your rage is, you should see like a little box you can tick. I think that
Okay,
should
whatever.
have it, but that might be a Betsy
Let's see.
input.
Yeah. No, you should be able to check it.
You just click it, and then
I
your roll
don't
should just
know.
have it.
I'll keep
Oh,
looking.
no. So what you have to do is, are you using Google Chrome?
You have to do a macro.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck that.
Roll20 macro.
Yeah, that's.
I think this will
This
kill
is
the
fine.
frog.
This is fine.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like-
you can just
I use
remember.
the macro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be like 21 damage. I think that'll
Which
kill the
is
frog.
Plenty to just bisect this frog, including the tongue. And the
As I
two
glance back
halves-
behind me and see the frog get literally cut in half, I'll look at the elven woman that just dropped her bow. Good choice, right?
Then
Nightman.
well, I'm gonna roar and just like run up to these other frogs. I think I can make it. Yeah, I'll make it. And that's my turn.
Cool. Nightman, you're up. You have a surrendering elf in front of you. A couple frogs behind you. Where are you tossing those daggers?
I am. I'll assume that seeing her drop her weapons, I'll say he's got that covered, and I will go back this way. I'll skirt around Tovid, and I don't remember her name, and it's not there. I'm sorry.
Voda.
Voda. Shit, I was so close. Okay.
With a V.
And I
Bottom of the
will,
line.
if I can I get through to get to the other side of these frogs or no? Would it not? Would that not work?
You could try to make an athletics check or acrobatics check to make it through, but it'll be pretty tough.
Okay, I'll say right here with like a clear.
You're
I don't
blocking
know
the
what
light, Nightman.
Oh, that's the light. Okay, I'm gonna stand right there, and I will toss I'll toss my new dagger at the one that's attacked or that's hit Florian.
Ooh.
And that will be okay. Nice
Wow.
hit. And I will. Okay, thank you for not rolling fucking sneak attack. Oh wait, no, it's gonna do it for me right here. God damn it, fine. Alright, that's a little better.
14 points of damage
Yep, 14 points of damage.
into the closer one, right?
Yeah, the closer one.
Nice. Yeah, so your dagger hits it right between the eyes, but it's croaking on. Dagger now stuck into its body.
Okay, and
almost oblivious to your presence.
as a bonus action, I'll just hide again.
All right, make me a stealth check.
I don't know where I'm hiding because there's nothing to hide behind, but
Hey, you're
Rock
a rogue.
guard.
You find
I'd melt into the ground.
Just fucking phase in behind Rockgar.
Yeah. You sit on the other side of the lantern, and with all the light shining the other direction, it's very hard to see your shape or the lantern shape.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
On my turn, I'm gonna, holding my rapier, kick her bow away that she dropped to the ground and look down at her companion who was right next to her. She dead, or?
I mean, she looks pretty dead. She got slapped. She got daggered.
Could I stabilize her? Is what I'm wondering.
No, she's gone.
Okay, then I'll still
The
hold
chill touch
Still,
of the ghostly fin.
I'll grimace to myself a little bit while stepping around the cod fin, still holding my rapier up to the elf and look in the water and see how the other one's doing. I'm assuming he's also quite dead.
Purple. And his body is sinking below the water.
Then I will stand here with a rapier pointed out toward her and basically just be like constantly moving some part of my body or leg or something, like with a twitch.
Just
Big ADD vibes right now on this elixir.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Liquid cocaine.
Yeah, she's certainly freaked out, but happy you haven't killed her yet. Florian, what you doing?
I'll switch my longbow to my 2 short swords and equip those as my action, as my bonus action. I'll be like, gentle frogs, please! For the love of God! This will see reason, this will only end in your deaths! And my action is switching out my weapons.
I'll let you do one more animal handling check. Aaron, I'll give you one more thing as well. As you walk around, you'll see that the wooden bucket that was there was full of
shit
dead
bucket.
bats.
Oh, dead bat bucket. That was close.
Yeah, and you could imagine that this might have been part of a feeding routine with the frogs.
You guys are eating
You're like
bats.
destroying like the Sea World of Eiselcroft.
You
Like, is that what this is?
you established dominance over the frogs by eating these bats in front of them. That's interesting.
Smart man.
With the 21 though, Florian, you still speak of the animals up, right? So you're just
Yeah,
speaking directly to them.
It's 10 minutes,
Yeah.
unless, wait, is it concentration? That's the
I-
question. Oh, it is concentration. So I would have to make a wisdom saving throw, right? Because I got hit.
Constitution.
Constitution.
No, it's
saving.
concentration.
Yeah,
Oh.
you took 5 points, so yeah, you're fine.
Right.
Almost no way for you to fail that. But
Imagine if you had failed that and
Oh.
you're just screaming at them in common.
No, with that, you definitely see the frogs kind of back down a little bit and just start looking at you with a little bit more.
Not
reverence.
enough Rockgar.
Are we good?
Yes, one of them flicks up their tongue to lick their eyeball.
Alright, we're good. Nobody hit them.
Are they both alive
Vote is
still?
your
I thought
turn.
one of them. Oh no, not
Oh,
Two
are
of
we?
them alive.
Are we not done?
One of them has a dagger in his head, so
Yeah,
I don't know-
that's
I don't
the
know how
one.
much-
That's the eyeball it was licking. Was the dagger wound in the eye?
Yep, that's it.
Ow.
They're fine.
I will use my what's it called?
Action, bonus action.
Speak with animals.
Oh yeah, so you have that at will.
Yes.
Oh.
Talk to the frogs as well.
Voda's gonna take credit for making the frog stand down.
Bucket of
See
back.
fucking shit.
Standing right next to Aaron.
I have not announced that.
Yeah, there's a bucket over here. You don't know what's in it.
Yeah. Froggies, we don't want to hurt you, okay? We're just here to get rid of these bad guys for you. So why don't you just like relax and we'll help you with whatever you need. Just like please stop trying to hurt us.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Can I do persuasion?
Nope. They are animals.
I also was like,
Exasperated. Frogs,
Yeah.
stop it!
They are enraptured with Florian's eloquent speech and do not hear the inane barks of
A name bar? Excuse you?
And not every day I get to be a DM, all right?
I don't dare speak to Sophie this way.
Are you saying all my characters have annoying voices?
No.
But an animal handling check of 3 is
Yeah.
It's
You're
You're
speaking
you're
the wrong
playing a
language.
valley
You're speaking
girl
code.
that's
the
talking
issue.
about the sockeye in the sky. All right.
That's pretty funny.
The
Oh, shit.
the frogs on their turn will back away from Florian and start heading back to the pool. Starting with the one to the north, we'll start
The
popping.
dagger. Whoa.
Oh, I've got your dagger. I've got it right here. And I
Do you
hold
do
it up
anything,
from the ground.
Florian?
No, I let them go.
All right. Rockguard, you doing anything?
I'm gonna
with this
here. I mean, he's raging, so
You probably take
All
that
right.
attack of opportunity.
yeah. So I'll say Rockguard kind of understands that he's they're being peaceful, so he's gonna let them go.
All right.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you're
Right. But
so...
Nightman was worried about the dagger that's in the eye of one of them. That just went back in the water.
Did we? Oh, we didn't grab it.
No, we didn't
No,
get
it
that.
Fuck.
Did he announce that? Did I miss something?
Oh,
No, I just
Rockguard
read it
made
myself.
Rockguard made peace with his inner demon, and he let the frog go.
Yeah.
See the dagger in its eye.
It's a character development moment for Rockguard. Let him have this, Nightman.
No. I mean, Rockguard would
No,
have
it's
known
Instant
the dagger.
+1 dagger gone
It
right
is,
away.
it is what it is. It is what
Wait,
it is.
what? Oh, not the special dagger.
Don't, no,
Yes.
Nightman, I've got your dagger. It's right here on the ground.
With
Not that
that,
way.
unless
Fuck.
you want to keep fighting this one elven bandit, we'll be out of combat. Or unless someone wants to jump into the pool after.
I am going to use my feline agility to move 60 feet and attempt to dive into the pool and grab my dagger out of the frog's head.
You could also
Can you
lure
make it a
them out,
contested?
by the
He
way.
tries to get to it before the pool, or not? Too late.
I would say
Fuck it,
the
get in the
frog.
pool. Go get wet.
frog has a
I like
long
it.
jump.
Nightman. No, Nightman's not afraid to get wet now. When the dagger's on the line.
Are you saying
I will
Nightman
hesitate
isn't a
briefly
pussy?
Nightman was.
at the water,
A little
but
nervous from the
then
water
I will
beforehand.
dive in.
I'll say, yeah, Nightman runs up, keeps track of where this one frog went, runs down the plank. As he gets kind of close to it, will swan dive into the water after a moment of hesitation. A lot more lively than you would expect a catfolk to do. But I will need you to make a constitution save as you hit the water.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh no,
Well, I was hoping you would do that.
he's got the willy chilies.
As soon as you hit
Shrinkage.
the water, just icicles shoot up your veins, and you feel like you've
What
never
is it?
been this cold.
This is
before.
how the others died. That
Wait, no,
fool.
grades are not good for doggies. Sorry.
You start getting racked with pain inside and out. You're able to get to the ice frog, and I'll tell you all the consequences when you get out of the pool. But you've now made it to the frog. What would you like to do?
I would like to try to.
You need to climb.
I'd
in
like
it.
to try and grab the dagger out of his head.
You need to climb in it
Okay.
to survive.
Yeah.
It's like a tauntaun.
I would say make an
Acrobatics and
Margot.
athletics advantage.
probably just a straight strength save to try and pull it out of the eye socket.
A
Or
straight
strength check,
strength save.
Strength check. It's tough. It's wiggling in there. It takes you a little bit. The frog is certainly it's going to get one lick in on, as it does not like being approached like this. Take
Yes,
2 points
that
of
hits.
damage and make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh no. We just see the
Thank
bubbles
God.
coming
All
up
right.
slowly.
Oh my god, if you got grappled
Margot.
down there.
Yeah, you rip out the dagger, killing the frog. It tries to
Blood
kind of
coming up from where he
it
went
tries
down.
to kind of it tries to take you down with it, but you're able to deftly maneuver and get out of there and swim up next to the pool. Turns out the pool is only 10 feet deep, so
Margot.
you were in the ballpark. but a little bit less shallow.
The
than
old
you
ball
thought.
bearing trick, yeah. See, that's how you know.
Does he get the ball bearing from the bottom of the pool?
Margo.
Well, he's down
Absolutely
there.
not. Absolutely not.
You can
I've
try
got
to get a rock
999 to go.
You got Rockar's rock down there too if you want. Bringing back a souvenir.
No, we're good. We're good.
Don't want to say hi to the other frog or anything?
No,
I'm trying.
I'm gonna get the fuck out and start shaking
As
myself
you-
vigorously.
As you get up to the pool and shake yourself out, Margot loses her mind. Margot, you will take 1 point of exhaustion.
Alright, that's fair.
So you come here
Hey,
often?
hey, I gotta. My food just got here. I'll be right back. All right.
Oh wait,
He's
Nightman,
you wanna put it
Nightman
up?
is just quietly huddling, trying to warm up in the background
Yeah.
while this is going on. So you
I've
come here
only been
often?
trying the last 5 minutes.
Spend a lot of time in these cold caves with frogs?
Margo.
Yeah, you could say that.
How many other
My
others
job.
are you? You're with the Eagle family, right?
Margo.
How do you know that?
Well, you've got a lot of bats right here, I assume. You know, it's just part of the diet.
Margo.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, there's not really
Bed.
that many others here.
Margo.
They all left for a hunt earlier. So
More bats?
No, the band, my friends.
Oh, well, what? No, I mean, they were hunting for more bats.
What? No,
Well, what are you hunting for?
artifacts, loot.
Oh, okay,
We're-
okay.
We're bandits. Did you not? You didn't get that?
So you're frog trainers.
Oh well, I mean, we do that to pass the time. It's pretty boring in here, and you know, we just keep these frogs as company. It's supposed to keep people like you out, but
Didn't work.
didn't do much. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So you.
Is there any anything warmer in here? No. Not a monster. Not a frog. Human. Elf. Sorry. Lady. If I judged correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I'm good at that.
Rockar's gonna yell, "Are you sure you're not a man?"
Pretty sure.
Tell him what he wants to hear. I don't have full control over Rockar.
Yeah, he's pretty scary.
Yep. Very scary guy. Whew.
Why are you here?
Well, my friend's friend. Rockar, we're friends now, right?
You just hear him snort.
That's a yes. I speak Minotaur. My friend's friend has passed, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Sorry about your friends also passing just now. Not my intention. How about we all go
Yeah.
somewhere warmer? Nightman, I think, needs it. We got a fire going. Cozy.
You see the wheels turning in her head, like, yeah, there's a fire pit a little further in, but I don't know if it's still going or not. You know.
We'll get it going. We'll get it going. Come on, guys. I'll motion for everyone to follow her.
Okay.
Still holding my rapier to her.
So
I'll
you-
ask Aaron that. Did you ask if there were more of them?
Yeah. First thing I said.
All right.
I asked you that, right?
Yeah. There's no just.
So they were looking for more bats.
Bed.
Yeah. Just this way to the fire. She will start guiding you deeper into the cavern. Aaron, you said you were right behind her.
Oh yeah.
I will assume
Margot,
that Nightman is still busy with his underwater escapade right now. He is not.
Oh no,
yet.
I would have waited for
waited for
Nightman
him?
to be like, I heard the splash, and if I'm hearing him
Alright.
dripping and unhappy, I'm also
Yeah.
thinking about a fire for him.
He's hacking up fur balls right now in the back, but he'll catch up. Yeah, just right this way.
Do I see anyone else as I round the corner?
There's an empty set of bedrolls here. 10 bedrolls line a fairly low
Florian
fire.
or Voda, get the lantern.
Okay,
I'll grab the lantern.
Alright, Voda, you have it. I don't need it.
There's a
see-
little moment of like, oh no, you want to get it?
I'm taller.
you do see just remnants of a meal. Just some empty tankards with some wine dripping out, just a little bit. Some bottles of wine, mostly. Chicken bones, some other food stuff scattered about, but no one's there. Just
I will make my way
Just
around
some
her
bits.
and instantly pick up any like food stuff I can find that is quickly like anything that looks like some meat that I can just bite into real quick and start chewing on it.
Make a perception check as you approach these bedrolls.
8.
Looks fine.
Oh,
Looks fine.
that tastes funny, yeah. Whew. Metabolism is all over the place right now. And I'll start walking around just to get a feel for the place, and also because I can't sit still right now.
Sure.
I'll leave the rest of the party to interrogate her if they like.
So, why don't you tell us why you really are here? Sorry, I was half paying attention. What do we want to know, guys?
We're trying to find the artifacts that might have killed or cursed the people.
Whom-
So, we're looking for some special artifacts. Where are you keeping them right now?
Artifacts? I mean, I didn't really see any artifacts, but
Well, where are you keeping the loot?
oh, well, I never really touch it, but Huli is our boss. She's in charge of that stuff.
Well, where's Huli?
Oh, uh, I'd rather not say. I don't want her to get mad at me.
Well, we won't tell a soul, so why don't you go ahead and tell us? Everything will be okay.
We're a very tight-lipped group.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Oh no, the best,
Fuck yeah.
the most charismatic one of us is the fish lady.
It's good.
No!
That's
It
fine.
is true. Huli, she hasn't really left her her little cave in the back for a little bit. Some people are saying she's pretty sick. I haven't seen her. I've been stuck on front of house duty, like you saw. Mostly just hanging with the frogs and keeping an eye on the front.
Does she have like blue running up her?
Again, I didn't see, but it looked like, from what I heard at least, she seemed like she was a lot colder than she should have been. I mean, we've been out here for a while, and she's used to the cold, but for some reason she's really started to feel it recently. I don't get it.
This is Hulgi is Tulgi's sister, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
She's the go-between
Gotcha.
with the larger family.
Gotcha.
Well,
Nightman
maybe
is
we should go.
exhausted, level 1.
Well, we can maybe like go check on her.
I like to think that this is just like
Bring her some
Nightman
medicine.
in
We
the
wouldn't want your
background to
sister
himself.
to get hurt.
Inner monologue.
Like you can barely hear him. He's like, the Nightman is exhausted, level 1.
I don't know if seeing her is a good idea. She doesn't really like visitors. She's really trying to keep to herself, I think. I think she was planning on heading out soon, actually, or at least trying to.
Heading out to where?
I shouldn't say.
Oh, it's fine. It's okay. I think well, we're trying to stop. We think she might be cursed with this disease that we're trying to stop. So if you can let us know, we can help us help your sister. Sister, right?
Yeah.
Help your sister not, become
Not her sister.
contagious for everyone.
Mm-hmm. She has a sister?
Togi's sister.
What? She's cursed? Sorry, this is a lot to take in right now. I just thought she was cold. Maybe under the weather. You're saying it's bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, this changes things. I know we've been getting a lot of good haul recently, and it is getting to be about that time where we try to send back a shipment. Usually we don't really deal with that. You know, we have someone else come through and pick it up and transport it. But again, this, don't tell her I said this, but it sounds like she's wanting to make the journey too. Back to our base.
Of course.
But I think
Is she? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I know we've gotten a lot of good loot recently. Maybe that just I just thought that sped up our timetable a little bit. And maybe there's something extra valuable that she wanted to protect.
Well, we're worried that this loot is spreading the disease. So, why don't we go and help her, and you can just rest easy.
I don't know.
Hey, what's down these
A lot of
tunnels?
trouble for this. What tunnel? Which tunnel?
These two, right here.
Oh, nothing.
Oh,
No. What? So you wouldn't mind if we go down them?
I'm
If it's
just
nothing.
pacing. I'm just pacing restlessly, and I'll like try to be looking down and see if I can see where they go.
As you do that, Aaron, she'll you'll see kind of out of the corner of her eye, the elf will just reach out and be like, no. And as you step on one of the bedrolls that had not been stepped on previously, you realize that it is a trap bedroll, and you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage as you fall 10 feet.
No save or anything?
Trap.
Oh my god.
There was a save. It was a perception check.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was asking. Is can I take a Okay, 2 points of damage.
Probably
Who
should've
wants
warned
to
you about
sleep
that.
down here?
Well, I mean,
What a terrible location for a bedroll.
we get really bored out here, okay?
You dig a hole 10 feet in the ground?
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on her. See if that goes through.
Ooh, wisdom save.
Rucker! I'm like jumping. Rucker!
Nice.
Ooh.
I'll go over.
Rocker will
and-
just sigh and say, "We are not friends. Do you hear me?" And
Fine.
lower the
And I'll
grappling hook.
try to just fucking like side to side out and I guess fail with the 12 until the grappling hook comes down.
Yeah.
My eyes get a little icier blue, and I do what we do in the shadows, like see me, see me.
Actually, she's an elf, so she has advantage on saving.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
does.
she does. Oh
She
no.
does. She does. Oh no.
No.
You
Didn't need
reach
it
out,
anyway.
Thank you,
your
Rucker.
eyes start, flickering and getting even bluer, and she's like, I know what you're trying to do to me. And trust me, I've had to deal with a lot of creeps back home trying to do the same. You keep him away from me, okay?
He means no harm. He's a fairy.
Oh, you finally
And
got the
man.
gender correct.
Yes, I know she probably didn't spot that, so I wanted to make sure I told her. Also, to make matters worse, your friend's sister, a woman.
What?
That's right.
Okay.
What's that?
She's her
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
Unexpected,
that's-
I know.
Okay.
Don't need to thank me.
Well, I will keep that in mind. Yeah, so, sorry about the pit again. Sorry, I'm very overwhelmed. Should've warned you about that one. Please don't kill me.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm still restless and still want to go down one of these tunnels.
Well, then just go down the tunnel.
Okay, yeah, I could walk off the pit. You're right.
Yeah, just walk it off. Walk it off.
I'll stay here.
Why won't you come?
Do you?
This one doesn't go anywhere.
No, it's fine. You're going there. Okay.
I mean, I just rolled to see which one he was going down.
Sure. No. As you enter this cavern, it reeks. It is
Holy fuck! It smells terrible in here.
disgusting. You step a couple steps in, and it's very slick.
Oh no, I
Very,
stepped in the poop tunnel.
Also, do you have your hooded lantern with you?
No.
Yeah, I would like to
Voda
think
has
if they
it.
brought it back over here, I would have taken one. But I guess
Alright.
not, no.
No, I mean I don't know. Voda had it.
I didn't say I took it from her, so no.
So you're just walking blindly through the tunnel.
This was a bad
I
idea.
feel like he would have totally. I mean, that's pretty.
Up to
Okay.
you.
Gotta grab it.
Up to you.
I
You can
probably
grab
would
it
have
if
done
you
that.
want.
I'm full
wouldn't have
on.
walked
I'm
out
full
of
on
it.
ADD, like hyped up. I
Sure.
want to go do stuff.
This is the perfect PC for Dylan. It's great. You walk through the cavern, and like I said, you take a couple steps, and it gets very slick all of a sudden, and
Oh,
you
no.
shine the lantern down, and it's bat shit. It's all shit everywhere. Bat
Have you-
guano.
tunnel.
Have you been under the bridge?
Yeah, right. The Wall Street Bridge.
Smells
just
like home.
Squelch, squelch, squelch.
I live 20 feet from the Wall Street. Not 20, but I'm very close.
Oh, I thought
right
your
next,
character
right next to
was
that
that
bridge.
shit.
You look down, see all this. You kind of raise up one foot and go, ugh. And you look up, and you see a shit ton of bats
Oh man.
coming down to say hello.
Why
As
do
a
they
swarm
need to
of
go out
bats.
hunting for bats if they're all here? And I'll run. I'll run back to the
roll
group.
initiative again.
I'll run back to the group. Oh no, we have to fight the bats.
Yep.
It's funny.
God.
Wait.
Bats are fine. Like.
All right. Well, I
the-
don't have to roll initiative at disadvantage because I rolled a natural one, which I think seems fitting, honestly.
The Sockeye and Sky will be fine with us killing bats because they're not aquatic creatures, so we can go ape shit on them.
Okay, I got a 19. With my rapier out, I'm ready to go for some bats.
I think.
Does this automatically do?
I still
Ah,
my
man, that's lame.
Harpoon. Did I ever? That's
I was
a.
hoping it would do automatically.
Add
Probably would have
disadvantage.
kept carrying it around. Okay.
Give me 1 second to get y'all into here. I'm going to say Bandit Lady is not going to participate in this fight.
I'd be surprised if anyone aside from me is participating in this fight.
Yeah.
Happily
I don't know if
surprised.
we wouldn't know. Would we
I'll
know
say-
that he was about to be attacked?
Up to you, Aaron. I'll say the first round is just y'all three,
Okay.
and then we'll get the rest of them in there.
Gotcha.
We hear
What else?
Aaron.
This is a lot of
Screaming.
bats, I'm assuming.
It is a swarm of bats.
Okay.
There will be lots of small bats taking up a medium-sized space. Let me roll their advantage or initiative. 6.
Yeah.
So Aaron, you get the first move as you look up and see all these bats starting to stir.
Okay.
You are. I'll say you're in reach of them. I'm not going to worry about verticality here.
With my action, I run back the way I came. A full 60 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Out here by Nightman, who's like, I guess, huddled by a small fire.
Oh,
Oh, there's a lot of bats in there. That's a shit cave. Whew. Don't go in there, guys.
All right.
Is that it? That's all you say?
Yeah.
let me get everybody in
If all the
here.
bats follow me, that's their prerogative.
Chris, can you roll initiative 2 just to have it?
And just use my old roll.
Just roll it.
I see it, JK.
What?
yeah.
No, but whatever's easiest.
Yep.
Oh my god, I
cut
put
to
it
11.
Just look,
red
no,
out.
You
I
got
rolled, I
two.
rolled over a 10, guys.
We got 2 rockars also.
Do we? Where's the other one?
Yep, it's
Oh,
gone.
okay. I thought
Didn't see
there it is.
anything.
Yep. Never mind. I didn't.
Nothing
I
there.
don't know what I'm talking about.
The 2 bats will fly out after you. They have a fly speed of 30 feet,
Okay.
so they will.
So swarm of bats follow in my wake as I come out telling y'all this. And then it's top of initiative order again, and it's my turn, I guess.
yeah.
That's very funny.
Oh, Jesus, they're still coming.
Oh, bats. Why did it have to be
And-
bats?
I don't know what bats sound like, so forgive me if I do not try
Well,
to do a bad
we
impression.
can't hear it. They're not in our range, right?
They are now.
Yeah.
We just
Here
got
in
up in
range.
here. Oh, that's
What did you
Yeah,
do?
but yeah, the
I just fucking walked into their tunnel.
And Aaron, you're up again.
And now I'll take some swings at the bats. I still have my potion going. So that's a 25 and a 10.
All right.
And I
The
just start
25
flicking bats out of the sky, skewering as many as I can on my rapier.
You said 10 points of damage?
Yep.
All right, cool.
It's probably half because of Swarm, right? Swarms usually take half damage from physical.
From.
Oh, yeah,
basic.
sorry. I was not unmuted. It's resistant to your piercing
You know,
damage.
Kathan, maybe you don't always need a rules lawyer.
I'm just trying to be fair, bro.
That's classic sword. That's
That's
classic.
classic.
I'm just
sword.
fucking with you.
Well, actually, as part of
It
this
just feels
war-
like it's always against me whether I'm DMing. That's all I'm saying.
as one other part of their stat block that I didn't get to is that because they're a swarm, they can occupy another creature's space.
Oh no, fuck!
Swarm of bats is now just fully around Aaron, just flying around him. They are pissed. It's Voda, is your turn.
Where are the bats? Oh, there they are.
They're right in front of you.
Hi.
You know what?
Which one's the?
You know what?
Like, do you guys know where
Can
the
I do
hole
one
is?
last thing for my turn, Sam, with my
Sure.
bonus action?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Fuck it. You will see me like skewer some bats and then pull down and like cut this slight vein on my arm, and with my bonus action I fling my blood up, and I'm going to hit them with Curse of the Eyeless
Ooh.
for the bats that are all around me. So I'll just flick blood up and try to basically. It will take on its own sort of will as it gets up in the air, and it starts just flying into the bats, going for their eyes, and like you watch as little like masks of blood try to coalesce around as many of the bats' eyes as can.
All right. So you're trying to blind the bats?
The bats that are on me, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Is that a save or anything?
It is. I believe what happens is that I just can, as a reaction now. I invoke Blood Curse once per short rest. Fix target, choose to amplify. I'm not going to amplify. For a turn, I think just one turn, I just have a reaction where I can take a 1d4 out of their attack roll.
Cool.
I don't
Great.
think it's a save.
All right. Let me know if you figure out if it is or not, and until then, I'll just assume you're right, because I've never played the Blood Hunter, so that'd be great. Voda,
Should
you are
be
up.
should be good, but that's it in roll 20.
Yes.
If they're immune to blind, though, it doesn't work at all. So bats
I mean-
might be immune to blind.
They do have blind sight,
That would mean they're immune to blind.
so
So it doesn't work
I
at
wasn't
all.
going to say anything because I was going to.
Doesn't work at all.
Great.
I'm just like, fuck these bats, and throw my blood up in the air.
Yeah, blinding bats is a tough one.
That's okay, I can do it. I can do it one more time with my
Yeah.
elixir.
Cool. Now it is your turn, Voda.
If I go here, will I land in the pit?
No, the pit is right behind Nightman, so
Okay,
I will mark
cool.
it out actually.
So I'll go over here and
Nightman,
start
don't stand
trying
there.
It's there? Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
to
You're good.
be
No,
where I
you're good.
am.
Nightman's a little
That-
too cold
that
to notice
circle-
anything right now.
That circle to your left is the pit.
I'm gonna start harpooning up at the bat.
No, not the bedroll. Don't stand there, Voda. And
That's
I'll be
fine.
surprised
Okay.
when she's able to take attacks against the bats and the bedroll doesn't fall in 10 feet.
What am I rolling today?
Wow.
Girl.
Look at that.
21 will hit for
6 piercing damage.
perfect. You skewer out with your harpoon and get a couple bats, but it doesn't feel super effective.
No.
But you
Pack-
certainly
pack weapon-
you're knocking them out of the sky.
Pack
Just,
weapon
like,
would be
kinda
magical,
whacking a few.
though?
Oh yes. Does that negate resistance?
Well, it's like a
So it should say on the creature sheet if it's resistant to the damage. It'll specifically
resistant.
say non-magical bludgeoning or
No.
piercing. So if it doesn't
It
say
just
that,
is-
then it's just resistant.
Yeah, resistance is
Like a barbarian, basically.
damage.
These guys are as good as you, Rockar.
Oh
It's-
man. But
it's
I'm not
their
raging yet.
It's the difficulty hitting though.
And they're probably better than me.
All right, so it'll take half damage from that. Florian, you are up.
I will smack them with my swords, the one to the northeast of my character.
Hell yeah, roll an attack.
Oh god, I actually... Am I wielding them? It's not there. Wait one sec, sorry.
You pulled them out last time.
Yeah, I just wasn't wielding them on the character sheet, so
Gotcha.
it wasn't there. So the first attack is 1d4, it's a short sword damage, and then I got the fucking, the smith thing, and then I'll do another one, but it's less my 2 weapon fighting, it's just a normal attack without the modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
Yeah, I think
just
so.
roll 1d20.
I think you still get your dex.
That will, it'll hit.
18.
So.
Okay, and then this one's just regular damage. Okay.
So -2,
I
or
don't-
what do you mean regular damage?
Like when your offhand, it's the only thing the offhand does is modify the modifier, right?
Oh.
I haven't done 2 weapon fighting, so.
Okay, I'll look at that, but tentatively that's the damage. I'll
And then
let you know.
another 4 from the Dreadful Spite.
Yeah, it's the way that's phrased is God damn it. The way that's phrased is when I hit a creature, so with the weapon.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds good to me. One extra 1d4 psychic damage as you slice out. You make some good contact with these bats, and again, that second swing, you see this dark tendril of energy actually jump through a couple bats, and it's like 4 or 5 of them fall out of the sky at once. Pretty good. Rockgar, you are up.
Alright.
Your last rage has faded, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing normally.
cool.
Yay or nay? I
Yes.
assume. Okay.
19 will hit. Sorry.
Oh wow, that was a really... Yikes. Alright.
Yeah, lots of anger, but not a lot of accuracy on that one.
Not
That's
enough
all I
It
anger.
got.
happened.
Not enough anger, actually.
Not enough finger, yeah.
You staying where you are?
Yeah, I'll just stay here.
Cool. The bats are gonna go for Aaron and Nightman because I'm generous.
Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. I can both come for me. I'm quick. I can evade bats right now.
That's all right.
Be fine.
You'll be all right. I'll start with the bat against
I mean,
Nightman.
I'll be fine.
That's against me?
Against Nightman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that hits.
So
How does exhaustion?
What-
you
Exhaustion is
disadvantage
just
on
ability checks at level 1.
ability checks.
What, so do I take 9 damage? What's the deal here?
Yeah.
Sorry, you take just the 1d4 damage because it is.
Oh,
It's
they've
not
already
looking
been
so
half. They've
hot.
already been half health. Wow.
Yeah. So, you can take 4 damage or 1 damage, depending on how generous you feel as a player.
I'll take the 4.
take the
I'm still
4.
moving pretty slow.
And then, second swarm is going for Aaron.
Bring it on. That barely
Man,
hits
double
me.
19. That will be 2 points of damage.
Damn you, that's my armor class, but I'm all speeded up.
So a couple little nibbles get through the.
As
a
as
couple
I'm
chinks in
evading
the armor.
them. Oh, so these ones haven't been half health yet. Damn.
Correct. The one swarm of
Fucking-
bats is looking kind of bloody. The
Fucking
other one
Florian
looking
is out
better.
here doing all this psychic damage.
Nightman, you are up. You got bats everywhere, but you got your dagger back.
My dagger back. Is the fire going currently? The one that's in the middle there? Or is that Amber's?
Lightly.
It's low. You could try and grab a stick out of there, and
No, that's not what I'm going for.
gotcha.
Nightman just leaves.
I am
the fight
going
warm
to
himself up.
disengage, and I'm going to make my way around here. And I'm going to attempt to use my tender to strike up the fire and warm myself. I think my friends have this covered.
Fucking bats. He just ignores them.
Make a survival check.
Alrighty.
That's pretty funny.
With your tinder and with the fact that the fire is already
He's just
going,
desperate to get it going bigger.
you're able to just get it going. You find a few sticks that were on the side. You toss them in, and the fire is not raging. It's not all the way up,
Great.
but you see that it's building, and you start to feel a little warmer just from that.
That's better.
Aaron, you're up.
I'll keep
You
killing
got
bats.
everywhere.
I can't believe my blood didn't work at all.
Actually, I realized that the bats have a reach of 0, so they
That
won't
is a
swarm
12.
tonight, man.
Does that hit?
12 will hit, just barely.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow.
10 points of piercing damage as I continue to attempt to skewer bats. I'm up to 4, I believe, with this hit. I'm starting to weigh down my rapier.
Yeah, the bats are looking a little rough, but they're hanging in there. They are mad at you, that's for sure. Voda, when you finish getting some water, it'll be your turn.
Yes, Voda will be spitting water at them.
Breath.
Still,
Could you imagine
just
a breath
pokey,
weapon
poke,
just-
poke, just trying to skewer some bats with her harp. Margot, literally,
I'll get her if you want to roll your attacks.
yes.
Or just want to.
I just let her out of her crate because she was being good.
Voda, that's
So
me!
the 9 hits Sam.
Nah.
Okay.
It's 12, I think.
I'm like trying to dodge her harpoon while she attacks the bats that are swarming me.
I guess for a bonus action, I'll have my tentacle, my fishtail come out. I'm gonna have it come out of the like top
Yeah, that's fine.
cave, and it's gonna look like another like stalactite, and it's just gonna flop around, hitting the bats. Hopefully,
the ceiling of the cave is about 10 feet tall, so you'll be.
we'll say it works.
Oh no, that's as tall as your tentacle is, so
Yeah.
it's perfect. You make a quivering, fleshy, fishy tentacle
Ugh.
stalactite.
I hated that description.
Yeah.
Good.
Sam should get into erotic novels.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been reading Dana's books too much.
The quivering
I don't think
flesh.
there's any tentacles.
You haven't finished it, Chris, so keep your opinions to yourself.
I did finish it. I did.
Betsy, which bats are you going for?
Oh,
It will hit. I just want to know.
the left one.
All right, left turn bats will take. I did say this is bludgeoning damage, so they'll take.
3.
They'll take some damage. All right, they're still doing all right. They're still doing fine. Florian, you're up.
I will move this way, and I'll do the same thing that I did last turn, which is just to slick slack the swords.
That hits.
That hits? Okay, I'll do the other one, but it's -2. Okay, so they both
Still hits.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll do the psychic damage for both, which is both.
Oh yeah. So as you slice into these again, you actually manage to chop off a couple wings, but those that dreadful psychic energy is just bouncing around like it's pinball in there, and before you know it, you've actually just carved up the entire swarm as they lay dead at your feet.
That's
Wow.
easier said than done.
And if that's your turn, Rotgar, you'll be up.
You're better at this than I thought you would be, and I'll move, I guess, onto the bat corpses, and actually, we'll do this for ease's sake, and then attack the bats.
If you roll like a natural 1, okay.
You hit me? Yeah.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
That's funny.
17 will hit. For 5 points of damage. They're still flapping, but there's only a couple left now.
Nightman will motion the elf over to the fire. You can warm yourself if you'd like.
Oh,
Fucking bats! Oh, fuck!
you come around here often?
No.
The bats will take an attack on Aaron.
Almost never.
Try to avoid it if I can.
That hits.
3 points of damage.
Ah, God! Ah!
I'm glad we can all like give so much damage.
Yeah.
Seeing that there's only a few bats left, and now that my hands are a little warmer, I feel like I can grip my daggers better. I will grab, not one my knife dagger, I will grab my other one that I'm not worried about losing. So we've already had to deal with this once.
Roll a 1, hit me.
And I will use my bonus action to To use insightful fighting. I will make an insight check contested by the bat's deception check. To attempt to gain sneak attack against it for the next minute. And that is a disadvantage, yes.
Alright.
Alright.
Awful you,
What kind of deception do these guys have? Yeah!
Oh,
Alright.
You can read them like a book.
Alright, I'm gonna toss this motherfucker at him.
I was hoping you were gonna bonus action hide.
That barely hit.
Bonus
It does
action
hit.
like hide in
Let's
one of the
go.
bedrolls and then pop out and throw a dagger from there.
I jump into the pit and I attempt to toss him.
They never saw this coming.
Okay, alright. So 12 damage. Or 6, I guess, whatever it is.
Yep. That'll do it. Your knife strikes true. It actually skewers a couple bats in a row, just wing, 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 wing. And then your knife lands perfectly into the wall behind them. And with that, the last bats fall. And Aaron is free once more.
God, fucking
Bat mayhem.
Whew. What a nightmare. I wonder what's down this tunnel. And I will immediately start trolling past Rockguard, the tunnel number 2.
I'll actually follow him this time.
Yeah,
Alright.
if any time I'll just go behind them and I'll actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and tie up this elf lady first.
Oh.
I don't know if
So
you're
it
into
doesn't,
this,
go
but
Hey, jeez, I mean, we're not on the first date, but sure.
right after Florian was being all creepy, it's a
You're
clear
lucky you're still alive.
Chad
yeah.
Nightman versus
Uh,
the creepy version of Florian.
She will not resist, so you're able to tie her up just fine.
Oh no! Oh, you got me.
Oh, well, now that you have the fire going, I guess I can hang out here for a bit. Yeah. You wanna...
That's why I
hang out
got
later?
it started. And then I'll walk away.
I'll be here. Call me.
Yes, you will.
Kinky.
Message me.
Cast sending.
I hope the frogs don't get there.
So Aaron is boldly walking off down the second hallway. We had Rockgar
With
standing
Rockgar.
following behind.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Much more
Everybody
bold with
else is-
Rockgar.
Going up.
I'll grab
Nice.
Voda as they continue forward. I'll just grab Voda to hold her there for a second. I'll be like, listen, I've got no love for any fish, but just so you know, I'll go ahead and make it a point not to kill any when you're around.
Well, thank you. The Sockeye will look up. Sorry, I keep switching to my Sockeye voice.
I just want to hear the voice, honestly. It's hilarious.
Thank you so much. I think the Sockeye and Sky will really appreciate that, and I'll appreciate it too. You, please keep on doing what you're doing and protecting the fish is the most important thing. You are going to be a hero of the world because you're going to save us from the doom by not killing all the fish.
This is the first
I'm
warlock I've
suppressed.
seen that gives me big like politician door-to-door vibes. Like you're trying to get votes.
Honestly, I just like start talking.
I just have to explain
and
the
just
issue
let
to the people
myself
that don't know.
continue.
It's going great.
Yeah, it's really
It
good.
sounds like there's some kind of seaspiracy going on, but I guess I wouldn't know much about that.
Well, maybe after this, I can talk with the Sockeye in the sky, and I can explain everything to you, and I'll have you as a convert, and you'll understand why we need to protect all the fish and stop anyone who doesn't want to protect the fish.
Warm up a little bit,
Bless
but
you.
I'll listen to everything you have to say.
Yay!
Alright, I'll keep moving down.
And Voda will follow.
Can I see anything? I assume I'm getting to the pool and I can make that out, but I can't see.
Well-
and I can see something on the other side or nothing.
Did you grab your lantern?
Yeah. I mean, I can't see
Nightman's
without it, so I
lantern.
definitely would have
Okay.
grabbed a lantern.
Yes. So you do see the pool ahead of you, and you see the water kind of lapping up as there's.
I'm just in the
more-
dark with Rockgar. I don't see anything, do you?
It looks fine.
When I
there's-
did, Sam, I grabbed a log, or like a stick, just a fire, just have
Like a
a little
torch.
bit of fire with me. Twice, yes. Wow, a fire stick. No, Sam.
Yes.
not
I
a
brought
torch, a
fire.
Of course.
Okay.
Perfect. Great. Yes, there's more water dripping down from stalactites here, and you see a similarly sized pool as what y'all crossed before, except there's no plank of wood here. You look out across, and you can't really see anything on the other side that would denote a way to get over.
Do I
as
see
you're-
anything coming from the other side that would interest me, or not really?
At the moment, no. But as you're sweeping your lantern across, I would say probably who has the higher passive perception between Aaron and Rodgar?
I have 12.
I had also 12.
Okay, y'all both see little glints coming out of the pool. 2 glinting beads just over the water, looking at you.
Are these more frogs? Do you not want to fight more frogs, Aaron?
Well, maybe Florian can talk to them again. Florian!
Florin,
Oh, what?
come talk to these frogs.
I think it's been enough time that I still have it. 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
it's been less than 10
All
minutes.
right. Hello. Are there any frog masters down there?
Takes you a second, but you will hear back in your mind one.
Is it okay if we walk through your waters unmolested?
Can you ask him how deep it is?
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Chris.
one question at a time.
Oh.
No.
Holy shit.
They're simple creatures. Okay. How? Wait. You
What if we
mind-
offered them some
Oh.
bats? We just killed a bunch of them.
You
Oh,
don't mind, or,
that's
or
a good
you do
idea.
mind? Will you let us pass?
Voda, go get the bats.
I'll pull one off of the
I'm gonna
rapier
run
and
over
toss it into the
and, like,
water.
Have like a giant like handful of bats. Gonna wiggle her way forward with all the bats.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
I'll step aside to let Voda get up here.
I'll just say to Voda real quick though while she goes by. You know they call bats the fish of the air.
I know, but they're not important to the ecosystem that will protect us and save the world.
All right, just making sure you know.
Well, they're important to the frogs ecosystem.
As
Alright.
you
Aren't chickens fish of the land though? Not chickens.
Yeah.
Sure.
part of the transit property,
Yeah.
as you toss in these bat carcasses, a couple hit the water to no effect, but once a large enough quantity reach it, you see those glints move with very sudden speed towards the bats, and a large mouth, or the top of it, will come up above the water and just in one bite take all the bats at once.
Does this look like a larger
It's
mouth
great.
than the
Does
other
it look
ones?
like does it look like
Oh,
this
yeah.
frog is bigger than the others?
Oh yeah,
Much
Big
larger.
Daddy Frog.
All right. Can we pass now?
Rockar,
Why
let's
don't you
go.
go ahead and try?
Rockar, let's go get the wooden plank.
Is there a plank around here, Sam?
Well, there's the one
There
near the
was
front.
the original one that y'all
Okay.
left.
I'll go with Aaron.
I'll just leave them.
Well, I will
I'll leave them
attempt to look
I'll leave them
around.
to potentially aggro the boss frog while we get a plank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look around
I'll
the area
go
just to
with
see if there's anything obvious that like might have been used by the bandits to cross, like a I don't know rope, anything. Something
It's
like
not it's not too heavy, but it's unwieldy, you know, Rockar.
If you say so, Aaron.
Well, it's really
Yeah.
long, and we got to get it through.
I would say Nightman make a investigation check. Voda and Florian can either do animal handling at advantage, one of y'all, or both do animal handling, and then same for Aaron and Rodgar, except it will be an
Acrobatics for
check.
pivot.
Athletics to
Athletics.
lift it up.
Oh.
I have a 0, so I think
Plus
you also have
3.
a 0, Chris.
That's +3.
Oh wow.
Chris
13
may
for
get
me.
it.
Minus what?
Oh no.
I'll start with Florian and go to Nightman and Aaron. In your mind, you say more.
Oh, all right. I'm sure that can be arranged.
Nightman, as you look around, you'll see a few trinkets left around, a few coins. Looks to be about 5 to 10 gold pieces worth of just stuff. Nothing that looks like would help get across. It seems like whatever this thing is an integral piece of typically how people get across the water. And then we had a 17, max for the plank. You
3.
all struggle with it, trying to lift it over without dropping it into the water or disturbing the one remaining ice frog left in the lake. But you are able to grab the plank between the two of them, and you each grab an end and are now walking back around the cavern.
Rockeye, make sure you pivot.
Nope.
We don't want to break the wood while we go. This is our only way out. Gotta be
Uh,
careful.
Sa-
And I'm like still like bouncing it a little bit from my end.
Sam, I'll go drag one of the bodies from the last fight to the water. Like,
Awesome.
With
Yeah.
Yes.
Human bodies?
Yes.
yeah, one of the human bodies.
Elf
say that-
knows
Right in
before.
front of her?
Tied up, she'll be fine.
Prefer
She
not
doesn't
to
know
do-
what's going on.
I don't know if she likes people as much as bats. There's a few more left. If you want to try those instead of,
Oh.
desecrating my friends' corpses, but, it's up to you.
No, thank you.
Are they your friends or are they just coworkers?
Well, down here, isn't that just one and the same?
It's more like working acquaintances.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
surprised
coworkers
Voda
of
hasn't
the
gone up and
gods.
tried and
We get
convert
lunch
the dead
sometimes,
bodies.
but we don't hang out outside of work.
Yeah.
Like with the pandemic, I just haven't really gotten to know them that well.
I will give you guys each one more action before moving into the next phase, whatever that might look like. I'll start with Voda and Florian. What are y'all doing?
I'll feed them the bats.
Yeah, just keep feeding them.
All right, one more animal handling check, this time at advantage.
If I catch any
Both
of
are
what
neat.
that woman says to Florian
Flora.
while I'm trying to maneuver the plank with Rockgar, I'll just be like, how'd you figure out that it was a woman in there? Female frog.
Oh.
Wait,
What?
how
She
did
said
you know it's a female frog?
She said she.
Who says she?
Oh,
That
well,
elf
I
lady.
mean,
Lady.
I'm
Wait,
not
so she knows the frog is there. She lied to us.
Well, it's friendly to me. It's not to you.
No, it's pretty not friendly. No.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem, doesn't it?
I just feel like you would have told us if there was another frog.
I'm developing a rapport with them. As I throw more bats into
Yeah.
Nightman, you doing
You just have to know how to speak their language.
I assume Aaron and Rockeye are bringing the plank over and
Yeah.
potentially killing my elf.
Yeah.
Nightman, are you doing anything?
I'm going to attach my rope to my an arrow on for my short bow, unswing my short bow, and attempt to.
The other end is just still
shoot.
tied around the woman.
Oh. All right, you're right, aren't you? Yeah, I did. I did use my rope.
we all have some rope. You could borrow.
All right, I'll get some rope and I'll attempt to just in case I'll attempt to shoot the opposite wall so we can have a little bit of extra added insurance because I really don't want to fall in that water again.
All right, make an attack.
All right.
We do also still have a grappling
Gross.
hook.
Gross.
Yeah.
You're just barely able to strike true. You pull against it. Seems like it's gonna hold.
Mm. I'd like to inside check the DM.
Oh, that's just the most trustworthy thing you ever
hey,
heard from a
you don't
DM.
need to worry about the plank. I got us covered. Rockgar, I think you can go first.
I will trust the plank.
this
I'll
way.
go across first, Rockgar.
Use it as a handrail. Fair
You
enough.
hold the plank down, and then I'll shimmy across again.
Alright, I'll hold the plank.
I mean,
Hey,
I'm a little lighter.
before Aaron goes, I'll be like, be careful.
You
Don't
too.
fall in the water. It
Oh.
sucks.
Yeah, I bet. Why'd you go in?
I had a sweet dagger, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you want this one back? And I'll hold up your other dagger that you threw.
Yeah, actually, thank you. That'd be very
no
nice.
problem.
Yeah, so at this time you are able to lay the plank down. Having done it before and now picked it up, you know how this works. And
Not really caring about the answer because it will in no way change what Aaron's about to do. He's going to look at Florian and Bo to be like, Frog likes us now, right? Cool to go across?
We're friends. Wait, goddamn, it's so it's hard, Silky.
I'm not
I'll do the
interested in seeing
register,
your
but not
penis.
the-
I'm not.
I know, right?
This is going to think about, I'm not interested in seeing your penis.
Yeah, but it's a little higher than Isabella,
That's
who
true.
has a more manly voice.
really is an effeminate dwarf.
Well, he was raised by fairies, wasn't he?
Is he a dwarf?
He's a
Yeah,
dwarf, yeah,
Yeah.
without a beard.
Okay.
In
Okay,
common.
got it.
In
But I
common,
think
he's a
I'm a
dwarf,
fairy.
which means fairy.
Because that's what they told me when they kidnapped me from my
So he's
dwarf
elf,
cradle.
is what you're telling me. He's Buddy the elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
okay, cool.
I like how none of us have
Exactly.
commented on the antlers. Also, I like to think Aaron is just kind of like, well, Rockar has antlers. Maybe that's just a thing
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I'll headbutt with them. Alright, Master Frog. Can we pass through?
Yes.
Alright, we're
am
good.
already halfway on the plank when I hear his answer. Awesome.
As you get halfway across the plank, roll initiative. No, you'll sweep your lantern across, and actually right underneath you, you'll see those glinting eyes again. But coming back up to the surface will be old Croaker, who I'm a little sad.
Oh my
about.
Does he
God.
knock me off this bridge?
No, 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 you're fine.
He's a
you're
big
fine.
boy.
He's a large fellow, but he has been pacified sufficiently with many, many bats.
Listen, guys, I'm fine to fight old Croaker. I'm all about the combat in the one shot.
That's funny.
Make him change
I
his
like
mind,
that
Sam.
dude,
I don't
right?
know. Roll a wisdom check for the frog.
Well, you're not done with this
That's fair.
dungeon.
That's fair. Did I make it across or no?
You've made it across.
Whew, that is a big frog. And I'll immediately turn the lantern away to look at what's back in there while like being like, I should probably. I'll put like one toe on the thing because I'm not really paying attention to stabilizing it just yet for the others to cross. I'm just curious about what's over here.
As Aaron is getting off the plank, is anybody kind of immediately following him, or are they just kind of waiting to see what happens?
I'm
Oh,
stabilizing
Rockar would
it.
wait.
I'm just like, I'm stabilizing it. Don't worry, guys. While like looking around the corner.
So, in this moment, place yourself where you think you would be.
I'd be where I am, I would say, because
Well,
I'm
yes,
still. I
sorry.
got like a toe on the thing, and I'd be
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
over there.
you're staying there. Don't worry.
Rockar
about
would
that.
be like probably here holding the plank or like a foot on the plank.
Perfect.
I'm on the bridge, but I can't be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Because it is
Margo.
at this moment, the dog attacks, that you feel.
Man,
I got
Margo was so high in initiative order every time.
I know, it's wild.
Crazy.
You let her out of her crate, and she just immediately gets stir crazy again.
Big main character syndrome for Margo.
I know. So,
What do you have to say?
Marco. At this moment, as you sweep your lantern around to look into this last chamber, a warm rush of heat from a massive fire burning in the center of the cavern hits you.
That feels nice.
And after all the fighting in and around the cold, this is certainly a nice welcome change of pace. You see smoke venting up to the ceiling, and there's a little tiny crack in the ceiling there where you think the smoke must be depositing out to the exterior somewhere.
They're smoking the bats in here.
They're tanning
Oh!
the bats. The flames illuminate a rough painting of a 5-headed dragon that dominates the northern wall. A bedroll is spread out beneath the mural. Near the crackling blaze, a dwarf bundled in a heavy cloak sits on a stone chest
Oh,
besides an elf who's got a whole bunch of blue. They don't have cool pictures, that's very sad. Whose face is covered in dragon tattoos, the elf is. The dwarven's face streaked with pulsing blue veins. Both of them are sitting. From what you can see,
I'm
eyes
very
closed.
sorry. Our new friend back there did not tell me that
Let the DM explain
You're
what they
good.
look like, man. Jesus.
You're not mentioning much, or you're not missing much. They're both sitting, facing the northern wall, eyes closed, and haven't really seemed to acknowledge your presence at all.
Hello? I'm assuming at this point I'm just going to be like silent,
Yeah.
like hello? And if I don't get a response, I'm assuming Voda makes it over.
Yes.
Yep.
At this point, about Voda is reaching the end of the plank. No change. These two. They're breathing. You can see
Go
their
poke
shoulders
them.
and chest rise.
Go poke them.
I'm gonna
what
yell
are they
across.
doing? Have you tried to talk to them?
Yeah, they didn't say anything.
Aaron, hold the
Hello?
plank.
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Yeah. And I'll put my hands on the plank now to hold it in place.
Then I'll start walking across.
Photo, get it. Get out of the way. Rockar's coming. He's really big.
Like kind of against the wall. Hello? Are you the leaders of this pack? We're here to help with the blue disease.
No response.
Well, they might be dead.
Oh,
Fine.
that is a tough one.
I'll go next.
I'm assuming Rockar made it here, and everyone's just coming across the plank now.
Oh,
Or what's going on?
I would think so, right?
Sam?
So
Is old
Yeah,
Croaker,
there's-
old
sorry.
Croaker after us halfway through?
Nope. You're sorry. You're all able to make it cross. Just kind of, I was seeing if y'all would keep poking the bear or not.
While
I,
Nightman's
I,
crossing, I'm going to give it a little bit of a wiggle.
I'm going to kneel down, looking at old Croaker as I cross, and I'm going to say, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for money, I can tell you I don't have any. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
At this point, I wiggle.
Skills
I
I've
wiggle the
acquired
plank.
over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for frogs like you. If you let my friends and I go, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you in this pool. But if you don't, I will look for you. I have already found you. And I will kill you. And then I'll continue on.
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Well,
At disadvantage. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll give him a little golf clap as he makes the cross out. That was good speech.
Oh, thank you. That felt like I rushed it. Did I rush it?
No. Excellent delivery.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
If he understood you, then you nailed
Well,
it.
no. I speak, in addition to Minotaur, I speak frog.
That's crazy. Where'd you learn that? You gotta teach me that.
It's just, you pick it up. It's they don't have that. It's kind of all just like vowels, you know?
That was why I thought I was hearing the croaking sound from you. It's the vowels that you're doing.
Yeah, it's almost like sometimes I just kind of, when I sense them nearby, it just kind of comes out of me, you know?
That makes a lot of sense.
As you sweep the lantern back across the pool, you just see two yellow eyes blinking back at Nightman.
Blinking is a sign of
Unfazed.
submission. If he was worried about
that's
you,
right.
he would stare at you unblinkingly.
That's right.
While this is going on, Voda is going to still try to get the attention, kind of maybe like get a little bit closer to see if they're like breathing.
It's about at this point, as you, I assume, get pretty close and really look into it. They are breathing. They're alive. But Ragrin, here on the other side of the fire pit, who you actually haven't met yet, but you will soon, looks up, opens his eyes, shoots over at you and says, "Please, stop disturbing our mistress. She is in prayer."
To the
Which
frog?
one of you is the myth? Sorry.
Which one are you?
I think
Do we know which
Halil,
one's the
Halil would
mistress?
be the female and Ragrin's
Yeah.
the man.
Yes. So
Halil
Ragrin
is the
talking to you.
female elf with the dragon tattoos, yeah?
Ragrin has the tattoos and is an
Understood.
elf. Hulil is a dwarf who has blue streaks coming up her face.
Gotcha.
who is the sister? Correct.
Yes, who is the sister of the.
She also bearded.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Bearded
Wait, hey guys,
sister.
I got to roll. Unfortunately, this has been awesome, Sam. Crushing
Cool.
it.
yeah.
Glad I got to hang for a little bit. This was a great break, guys. I needed this. Thank
Sure.
you. So,
In the moment, Nightman.
I will
slithers
catch y'all on the
off.
flip side.
He disappears.
Nightman
Nightman, feel free to kill
actually fell
Nightman
into
as,
the pool
as you see fit.
when I wiggled it.
Yeah, Nightman dives into the pool to do battle with the frog and probably dies.
No one may forget his legacy. Aaron watches on, impressed.
Amazing.
All right, peace out, y'all. Good to see you.
See you, man.
Cool. Thanks for
Peace.
coming.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for doing it, man. It was awesome. Peace.
Rhaegar will look at both of you now, or anyone else who's entered the chamber, and says, "Please stop disturbing us. We need salvation from whatever this might be.
Well, that's why we're here to help.
You, here to help?
Yes. We want to make sure that the blue disease is not attacking any fish, so if we can resolve it with you, we can resolve it to make sure that no fish die.
Fish? Haven't heard of this affecting fish at all.
Well, you can never be too careful. Us dirty humanoids might jump from us to the fish, killing them, which would end the entire world. Are you just gonna sigh every time I talk, Sam?
Not every time.
Aaron's just sitting in the
in
back thinking to himself like, wow, the stakes are a lot higher than I thought.
I only know of one person who needs saving right now. It's my mistress. So
You're not
if
looking too
here
hot
to help
yourself,
her,
mate.
I am fine. I only need her to survive.
Yes, maybe taking fish out of your diet will help cure this.
I'll consider it. Do any of you have any practical solutions to our problem?
We all are thieves, right?
No.
I mean,
What?
I don't see what this has to do with the matter.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, maybe life of crime catches up to you, whatnot.
Very
I'm
accusatory.
not. Well, they are. They stole. What do you mean accusatory?
sorry.
Her sister told us, right?
Did you come here to kill us, or to help us?
Well,
Because if it's
I don't
fight you
want to kill
want-
anyone, but I mean, I'm just saying, if you rethought your lifestyle, some of this might not happen.
Yes, a lot of our health decisions are from lifestyle decisions, like I said, taking fish out of your diet or stop vaping.
Yeah. One of those, in my opinion, probably would help more than the other, but I'm on board with this message.
Look, unless you're here to help or to die, please leave us.
This is
Um,
awkward.
Well, how do you think you got? And I'll just gesture to the vein. It's kind of this complexion issue.
It's at this moment that Hulil's eyes open now,
Oh my.
and you will see that they're deep brown color, but unlike other people you've seen infected, you see those capillaries in her eyeballs are slightly tinted blue, just a little creeping in on the sides. Makes her look even more crazed than she normally would as she turns around and says, "You want to know how I got this?"
Oh, I got these scars.
Yeah, big Joker monologue vibes coming in.
Yeah.
No good bitch of a sister gave it to me. Either that or
Yeah,
I'm
sounds about
cursed.
right.
It must have been for my lack of devotion, or from my own incompetence. Either way,
What'd she give you?
I must fix myself. She gave me this shipment of goods, this package. She said it was from Aor. I needed to deliver it post haste to our camp. Should have known there was something fishy about it.
You already
Now
gave them
look.
to the camp?
No. I've kept it here. She taps on the chest underneath her, and she's been sitting on this time.
Mind if we take a look? I can help you move to your bed or.
Make an insight check.
I was just asking if we could take a look at what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Insight though?
Yes.
Not great.
Go right ahead.
Oh boy.
All right.
She will gingerly stand up, and again, you see her joints are just not moving with a normal speed. It's all somewhat glacial. She'll stand up
Very act right now.
and
Which is in
lean
stark
against the
comparison to
wall.
me, who is just twitchy, full on, like everything still. I'll pop that chest right open.
Doing it?
What am I seeing? Yeah, fuck yeah.
The stone chest's outer lid is carved with the face of a dragon.
Ooh.
The dragon's mouth is about where the lock is, open, facing you. It's unlocked. As you go to open it, everybody is gonna get sprayed with the nice blue.
Everybody?
Oh,
And she kept this shit to herself?
what a bitch.
Yep. Everybody in there.
Except for
they made
Nightman,
sure-
who's still conversing with the frog.
Right.
Yeah.
Julio and Ragran are outside of the blast, but everybody else is gonna get just misted with an unknown blue spray.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Tired.
Uh-oh.
You need the blue spray.
Damn, look at those saves. Fuck.
Boy, plus threes across the board.
And it does not
Everybody-
matter. Rockgar's good.
Yeah.
I
Rockgar
can roll for Nightman. Because fuck
sees
it.
it coming and just exhales and steps out of the way.
Nightman also fine.
Everybody else, though,
Maybe. I
you
don't
start
know.
to feel shivers down your spine. But that's it.
What happened?
With the 17 to the Nightman save or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, nothing.
Whew, that's cold.
Just- You wanted to see what was inside, and there you go.
Is anything else inside?
What is that?
Do you want to take the time to look? There's as at
I'm a little more
What you
concerned
can
about
see-
what just got blasted in my face. So what I see at a glance, as opposed to
what
take
you
the
can
time to
see
look.
is looks to be some kind of case, potentially for papers or other documents. A little figurine in there. You do see a quiver, and just some loose coins. One little ring on the side.
I will pull my rapier out at this point and hold it over to Halil. That's kind of not cool. We're here
Well-
trying to help you and the fish, and you didn't warn us about a trap.
It wasn't for you, but you accepted it. Now you're one of us.
Don't
Seems
tempt
like
me to
we,
make there one less of us.
I'm already dead.
I can speed that up for you.
The dragon will protect me. And she'll
I don't
point
think
back
he can
to
fit
the-
in here.
She'll point back to the painting. Well, let's just say I wanted a little bit more leverage in the rest of this conversation. Look, I don't know what this is. It's a massive shiver goes down her body. But it's fatal. You've seen it. It's happening to me. And now you have to deal with it.
Well, how do we deal with it, woman?
Well, I was trying to figure out ways to do that before you showed up. But now that you're here, and now that we're on the same team, I guess I can tell you what I know. She will close the chest now and sit back down on
No,
it.
she won't. I'm keeping my hand on that and keeping it open.
Fair enough.
And
enough.
I'm still got my rapier out. I'm not happy.
She'll sit on like the edge of the chest, the bottom edge, just trying to sit down a little bit near the fire. Hands up, I'm unarmed. From what I know, this disease is called frigid woe. I don't know anything about it, besides the symptoms. But these are the symptoms. I know that it's much more common in Islecross. Wouldn't you know where this stuff originated? My affliction probably came from one of those blue vials you heard about. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was one. Had a little crack in it. Didn't notice until it was too late.
Oh, so not the smoke, so we're okay?
No, that was the second vial.
Oh, fucker.
I had to keep my loot safe. Barged in here. Wanted to take a look.
What do you care? You said you were a dead woman.
Like they say, no honor amongst thieves.
That's a good point. And I'm going to start taking things out of the chest and throwing them to Rockgar across the fire.
I'll start catching them and
Yep,
just putting them in my pack.
Everything out of that chest.
easy enough to do. And she will not stop you, or will not attempt to stop you. There's a dark blue dust in that vial. And, I imagine that's what causes it. I just dripped a little bit extra on the lock itself. Tricked up a trap and, well, now here we are.
You know where we can find more of that stuff?
You want more?
Well, we gotta figure out what it is, right?
I sold the other vial, the first one. The one with the crack in it.
To who?
There's a merchant named Irvin Liel. It's at the Jolly Dwarf Inn back in Palebank. And I need money, and fast. Looks like I'll need a lot more now.
Yeah. And after I've finished emptying the chest, I'm gonna walk over to Penny. Might need to do some redecorating after all. And I'm gonna start fucking getting after it with my rapier.
Ugh. They're both very agitated, but they know they're outnumbered and
I'm not gonna kill anyone if they're unarmed, but fuck you! I'm gonna fuck up your painting.
fair enough. Like, just trying to get back to Shady Creek. Or to Islecross. Someone's got to know how to fix this. I'm sure there's a cleric out there who could help. Someone with a little bit more power than the ones in Palebank, at least. Look, I could help. I have contacts. I have means. I had allies before you killed them all, but more are coming back.
Hope you've got some
We can help each
painters.
If he's busy, I'll talk to someone else competent. Someone who won't go looting other people's treasure just because they saw it.
Like you did already, you thief!
That was my sister.
What would...
I'm just saying, don't high ground me here, and I'm still fucking up the painting.
It's tattered now. It is almost like this. The dragon's heads are now just like bisected, quadsected. It is getting to just rags in there.
Good.
And why should we help you in the end? You will die a miserable fate.
Might not. And if I live, it's a pretty good ally to have. Owing a debt with people like me is a big piece of leverage. I have information. I have ways. People back in Shady Creek rely on me. This family wouldn't be half as big if I wasn't in it. When I'm gone, there'll be chaos up here.
Yeah, the Eat-A-Lot family. Fatties.
Look, we both know that there's a ripe trade of goods and services coming to and from Islecross through Palebank. We've been in control of that for years. And I've been helping these goods and services ferry back and forth through Uthadern and back. Without me, without the family support, who knows what's going to come next?
And what kind of goods and services are these?
Everything. Artifacts recently, but you know, we'll service anyone's needs. If there's some rare animal you need helped out, we can help you out. If there's a treasure you want to go chase down, we can help you out. If there's a map of uncharted territory, we have it. We do it all. Or at least we would if I was here. You don't have a lot of time.
Like how much time?
Weeks, months if you're lucky.
You know where your
Travel.
sister? How long did it take for you to get where you are?
Become like this. About a month or so, I'd say. Maybe a little longer. It's slow at first, but I hear near the end, it gets pretty fast. It's not pretty.
Can't wait to see what you look like when it's all done. Maybe you should try to strike a pose.
You're a funny one, aren't you?
That's what I'd do.
Look, you want any chance of getting an antidote? Go chase down that merchant, Irvin. He's got to know where that vial is. And look, keep me alive. If you're gracious enough to give me a second chance, I can pay you back tenfold.
And you'll be a better person.
Yeah.
As opposed to a dick that traps things and steals.
You were the one who opened the chest.
You could have told us.
I don't understand why you think we're trustworthy people.
You are not selling your own case very well.
Look, you come in to my cave, kill my men and my frogs.
You didn't know about that.
You think you're quiet? I heard you every step of the way.
You didn't even turn around while I was yelling at you 10 feet from here.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a cure through my God, whose portrait you have so righteously tarnished. Thanks for that, too,
Yeah.
by the way.
Anytime. Puny god anyways. Probably doesn't even stand a chance against the fish in the sky.
Okay, guys, I don't mean to be a party pooper. It's almost 8. Places are gonna start closing.
Yeah.
This was the last convo, so just decides.
Well, on the way out, I'm assuming we are headed back to the town. I'm going to lean over to Rockguard near the end and be like, can we kick the plank in the water or break it?
Absolutely.
Nice.
And with one last boot of the plank into the water, you leave Hulil and her devout friend and servant Ragran there to think about what they've done.
Oh, I mean,
One-
on when we're like leaving the whole cave.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll untie this other chick or whatever.
Oh, thank you. Can I
Yeah,
follow
whatever.
you?
Nightman will call you. No, don't follow us.
Okay, I'll be here.
Your boss is
Bye.
a dick.
I mean, yeah.
And
that's
you
why I
didn't
said
tell us she was back there either. You guys are the worst. Let's get out of here.
Trustworthy people. And
They say this like it absolves them of their...
with that, you have successfully navigated Croaker Cave. You have been infected with a very fast-running or short-running, depending on how you look at it, disease. You know what it's called now. You know where it's from. And you know who might have more information about it.
So, I guess we wouldn't know, but if we saved, are we still infected, or we just like don't know right now?
You do
I
not
think
know.
technically none of us know, and we were just exposed.
Right. Okay.
Rucker's like, I didn't breathe it in, I'm fine.
Contact tracing. Jesus.
It's like, I think I'm gonna go, guys. This has been a fun party, but
Bye.
it seems more like a y'all thing now.
Yep. Good luck.
It's the culling of Croaker Cave, and he just starts murdering all of us.
That's Warden, bro.
Warden would do that. Warden would be like, well, I can't have the disease getting out.
Yeah.
Everyone in here dies.
You just stuff it at the source.
I didn't
I'm
catch
immune.
but you did get a gilded scroll case covered in a cosmological map of the multiverse, a jade statuette of a storm giant worth 25 gold. The map was 15. A quiver containing 6 +1 arrows, and a silver ring set with a jasper stone for 50 gold. Additionally, you get 415 copper, 234 silver, 43 EP. I forget what those are, but
Electrons.
Yeah, and
Right.
112
No,
gold.
they're electron pieces, right?
Who the fuck uses
Yeah,
that?
they're
That's
electrum.
less
Very
than
dumb.
the penny that is copper,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's ridiculous. No one uses it.
No one even uses copper.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you gonna buy that costs an electrum piece? That's what you like
No.
toss an urchin.
Yeah.
Is it?
I thought it was the super expensive stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was
It's-
the.
Well, it's
Oh, is it the other way around?
between,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that-
it's worth 50
between
copper
silver
pieces.
and gold.
Oh, you're right. It's between silver and gold. Well, fuck
So
that.
it's still it's
Make it
kind of
gold.
worthless, but.
Electrum's garbage. Gold and silver is
Yeah.
where it's at.
And with that,
They
is
don't
the
use it
end
in
of-
World of Warcraft. It doesn't count.
Theoretically, the first act of the Frozen Sick. Theoretically, we could eventually travel to Isocross and try to fix everything and find out who's been making this in the first place. But right now, you're
Dying.
stuck with the sickness. Yeah.
We're slowly dying.
I'm happy to play
Yep.
my ADD Witcher again anytime.
Yeah.
I'm sad Voda didn't get to go full on eco terrorist.
That might still happen.
This one,
That
yeah.
might still happen.
That is still in the cards.
Yep.
I'm glad your fishtail was as good as I wanted it to be. It was great.
Good.
Hope y'all had fun.
I
This was
still,
Yeah, it was good.
I still want to figure out what Florian's deal is. Also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long story.
I've
This
got
was
time.
a
I've
lot
got
of
time.
fun.
I'm not dying from any diseases.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's not like you have a curse on you that lasts a year or anything. Like someone we know. Or did.
He got it removed.
Well, yeah.
It was a lesser
he's
curse
fine.
that a dragon god-ish thing can deal with.
Good.
Dylan, I hope you had fun playing. I'm glad we finally got you.
You're never doing it again.
Yeah, right. Enjoy it while it lasted.
Actually, Chris wants you to do it every time now.
Yeah.
What?
I need to be
Only Sam's allowed
uninvolved.
to
I need to be
DM.
uninvolved with Chris's rolls.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Give him advantage and he rolls 2 1s or something.
Yeah.
Fun
Yeah,
one.
I had to kind of on the fly adjust those combats to kind of meet y'all's level, but it worked out pretty well, I'd say. No
Yeah,
one was, about to die, but still challenging. A little sad you didn't go to try and kill Julio. She's a challenge rating 2.
Oh
Ooh,
man.
so tough.
I would have.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about it.
33 hit points.
But he's pretty firmly anti-monster more than person, so if it's not like a threat to his life, he's just gonna fuck with her painting.
Did you pick up the god that was painted?
Tiamat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Aaron would have known, but yeah, I knew it was Tiamat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we got some Tiamat.
So she's a bitch and evil, basically.
Mhm. And you let her free.
She's
No,
separately evil. Well, yeah, we kind of knew. I don't know about let her free.
So
I
kinda
am
trapped
not gonna
her.
come back here and cure her.
Fair
And we
enough.
did make it hard to get into this cave.
Mhm. Well, we gotta eat, and I'm sure y'all do too. This was a lot of fun.
Present. And
And,
that bitch is dying in there. Yeah. Banger, Sam. Great
We'll,
job.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
This is great. We'll get together again soon, but not tonight. Tonight
Yeah.
we eat.
All right.
Tonight we feast.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Talk to y'all later.
Bye.